What money? Kai wins again. Holy shit!
And
Kai's like 3 wins. Isn't that like 3 wins?
Again.
No, he didn't win today though. He didn't win today.
Oh,
Or Kai's in chat. Well done, Kai.
Yep.
Well done, mate.
That's hilarious.
Oh, it's so good.
I can't see him.
So
I really can't see him. Where is he?
Right, Kai. He's in chat. Right, Kai.
I didn't see any comments.
Congratulations, mate. You need to send me your preference if you would like a Misk Starlight or a Citizen Starter Pack. Let me know which one you want. Just I've already got your details, so just let me know which one you want. That's fucking brilliant. Pogs,
That's hilarious.
So let's just have a look at this, Pogs. You were in the green there. You were 1, 2, 3 people away. Three little lines away from a win there.
That's hilarious.
I didn't see him typing, so I think
You didn't see him typing. He's typing.
It was worth not winning just to clear.
Just timed him out.
I mean, he didn't see him typing. He's there. He said something.
No, Pulse deleted it, and I think.
Oh, did he? Did he remove it? Fucker.
Yeah.
Did he type him out? Fuck's sake.
I didn't.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he timed him out.
Guy, let me know which one you want. Just send me a message on Discord and I'll get that organized for you.
Good lord, man.
Hold on.
If you've won like 3 or 4 for the week, like you shouldn't be in. Like fucking give it to somebody else, you lucky bastard.
Is that second or third win, Kai? I think it's your third win, isn't it?
Fuck you, Kai.
You can't say he's timed out.
Over a month or a couple of months. You know what I mean? Maybe he's on
got time out for a whole year.
Once you win here on this channel, like you just win.
Yeah, he won a UTV about a month ago.
He's won 3 wins so far. That's pretty good goal.
That's it. Third time.
Let's go one time.
From future ones for the rest of the year.
Type 1 of Pog Super Band. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 votes so far. 6, 7. There's 94 viewers in this chat. Let's see what happens.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, 20.
Do we think Paul should lose his moderator privileges after he's timing people out and fixing votes or fixing the giveaways?
21, 22, 23,
Oh my
24,
god.
25, 26,
Unbelievable.
28.
Even
the whole
Sid
chat's
got
against you.
Bruh.
The whole chat's against you, mate. You've lost the
30.
audience. You've lost the audience. You know what I mean?
I want to sprint out of them, because see if any of them cunts are following me, they're getting fucking deleted. The fucking rats.
Oh, thank God, I
Already
meant to
fucking
unfollow. He's
rats.
just gonna. Oh my God, that'd be impressive, bro. Please do it.
No, I think you rigged that, because I think the first one was definitely on me. And then basically
wasn't.
the second, it was.
It definitely
God
wasn't.
said.
It
It wasn't. 100% wasn't.
It was.
100%
Alright,
wasn't.
I shall. I have to go. I shall catch you folks later.
Alright, sexy firefighter will catch you later.
I'm the
Yeah,
same. I'm the same,
see-
mate. It's midnight here, so.
See that
Later.
that
Good night, Nate. You take care of it.
fucking
Yeah,
draws
easily
over.
does a bit.
Do you notice that? Fucking rat.
That was so fun, bro. So much fun. So much fun.
Good lord, man.
Me, Sheik, Fat Daddy, Denzin, Chris Stein, Wyatt, Dragonfly, Kyberus.
Engines online. Takeoff complete. Landing gear raised.
Gotta back this pig out of here. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Well.
All systems offline. Anvil Aerospace. All systems online.
I'm taking Wingman to a whole new level.
Taking Wingman to a whole new level. Trying to hook the homies up.
Trying to hook the homies up.
Oh my god. Fucking bots, I swear. Fuck off.
Could you quickly get on a shirt and drop me down? And that's me.
Quantum drive is now on.
Now, if I could get this daggone thing to work. Having problems trying to route. Don't know why. It's being such a pain in the ass.
That was some stream.
What's up?
I want to say my
Yeah, well done, mate. Well
name
done.
is not there.
Quantum drive is now on.
What was that, MD?
Are you sure, Rocket? No, you were there. I'm looking at your name. You're fourth one down on the list. Hey, Risp, I called it out here when it was spinning around.
No. I'm saying not on the roulette, on the followers, because it says thank you to all of you legends.
Yeah.
Fousey,
Probably.
Cena, Darth Vader, Princess.
Do you have it set the
But-
12 hour or 24 hour?
It's for the stream.
For the entire stream? Okay, so for that session. Gotcha.
Yeah, just for the session, yeah.
There you
Ah,
go.
And that doesn't say thing, that says leggings. Thank you, all leggings.
Why did,
there it
was your name, was it yesterday's stream when you did the sub bomb, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so you would have come up on yesterday's. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I seen it in yesterday's one.
What's going on, Blues? I'm just bopping around doing some delivery missions. Went to go back out with the
Yeah, good stream.
freaking
Yeah,
Carrick,
it was,
but
it was a great stream. A lot of fun.
that gum thing just decided to bounce
shit.
off all over the walls.
Right, anyway, I'm
Whole
going to
back
get
end's
him,
messed
run him
up.
down.
Right. Enjoy.
Is that you off all night? Or what time are you on in the morning, man? Are you on later?
I'll be
What
back
time?
same time tomorrow. I'll be back same time
Times-
tomorrow.
What's that time, dude?
I'll start
Are
at
you
9,
leaving
so
already?
I'll aim for the same thing.
What do you mean, 9? 9? What's that, my time? Fuck, I don't know what your time is.
12 midnight probably.
Oh, midnight, I'll be up.
Roughly.
Well, I'll be up.
Mm. I don't when it's rigged.
Okay, so in an hour 30 minutes we have what, Crusader?
Give or take, yeah. Hey, MDA used. Oop, yes, MDA is still there.
Yeah.
Blue is telling you to check your DMs, Discord DMs. So far,
Cool.
verse has been going pretty good.
Is.
We knocked out a ton of worms. I don't know if you watched MDA stream all night tonight, but
Oh my god, at the Velvet.
we knocked out quite a
Look
bit
at
of.
this
One mystery ship for each manufacturer.
Bottom drive is now off.
We had pretty good fun.
So each time they did a manufacturer's day at an event, they have a new mystery ship. I think that's just what they should do.
Yeah, been doing a good one. What up? Yeah, for some reason my internet decided to drop out. I don't know what's going on there. It usually happens about this time during the day anyways.
That's my...
Where is it in general? Or?
I'll try this.
Quantum
you
drive
still
is
there?
now on.
Yeah.
Quantum drive is now
Seen this?
off.
Brilliant.
Blue, she's done that, the cunt.
He did.
Ah, yeah.
The list for one must go.
That's a good one, Blue. That's a good one. That's a real good one, Blue.
This respects the community and the streamer. Constant spamming on unwanted self-promotion. What else? What's that other one? Come see him.
Oh, that's so good.
That was a fucking solid one, Blue. Yeah, just internet doing internet things. I have a real shitty what do you call that? ISP. I have to use Cloudflare just to fix the routing problem.
Bye bye, Mellow.
See you later, Stella.
I already thought you
See you
were
later.
You mother! Bye, Stella.
Now I probably gotta get a text calling me a son of a bitch.
I can't believe Kai won again and Christine won again. Fucking hell.
That's fucking unreal. There has to be a limit to that.
I've already got a limit from one per stream.
And you need to-
I'd say one per month.
Yeah. So Bella called
Alright,
back?
now I'm leaving.
MDA called Bella
Bye,
Stella one time. It's
Bye-bye.
just stuck,
Bye, Stella. Bye.
as you can hear.
Bye, Stella.
So
Retro
yeah.
wanted me to tell everybody that he said goodnight, so.
See you later, Retro.
Good night,
Bye, Retro.
Great address.
Retro.
Night,
Retro, he said
Retro.
goodnight. Okay, bye.
Bye bye.
Right, I'm gonna run him down and I'm coming back to do a restream. Right, if you're not here, I'll see you in the morning or later.
I'll be back. I'll be back in the morning. I'll catch you.
Oh fuck. No, let me in.
Stella Artois.
Okay.
Sorry, let's get away before I go.
Alright, finally have my start pack again. Lovely.
Put my landing gear down, that might help. Just a smidge.
Well, I've got Easton.
Landing gear
I've got access.
deployed.
Oh, shut up, Ninja.
What? The hell?
Landing engines offline.
Yeah, we knocked out quite a bit of worms tonight. I think we did, was it 3? Yeah, it was 3 worms we did tonight, right?
3, yeah.
Ah, damn.
We did 3 back to back,
Yeah, 3.
rapid
What are
fire.
we doing tomorrow?
Yeah.
When
see that?
we got a ton of AA, AAA pearls,
The phone.
tons of things.
A Hathor, maybe?
We already got an Ichty Geo, I think it's Ichty Geo,
QB station.
ready
I don't know
to
if we
sell
have the red.
on the market.
Onyx facility, maybe.
So-
I don't know if we have the red.
Right now, I'm just trying to get some
I
money
reckon
up
TSG and Hathor, I think.
and to help with operations. What do you call that? Ammo, armor, the like, weapons. So yeah.
Fake giveaway? Fuck me.
Am I not even on that fucking, even that marbles race? I win fucking.
No, you need to join it.
Oh, there he is. I'm not lost.
Oh, fuck me, I'm
That's
gone.
a fucking rig.
I'm out, I'm gone.
Oh,
All the way to the, all the way to the front.
Oh.
No, I'm
oh,
gone.
look, it looks
I
like
got
Morrison.
pinned. I got pinned.
fuck, that's shit.
The grind is the best part of this game,
I'm lost.
honestly. Do I only have 4? I thought I had 5. Did I lose a box somewhere? I think I did.
I make it. Come on, Punxsutawney, in the hole, big lad, in the hole.
I lost the box. Nice.
Straight in the hole. Where's my tractor beam?
Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta hit the bathroom.
Where am I? I fell out off.
Rachel, are you still there?
Yep.
Did you get a response whenever you put exclamation point ticket in?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Why are you not in there?
Don't know. Yeah, don't know. Just wonder if it's happened to anyone else too.
Probably has.
Because like the response comes back from Stream
There he
Elements.
is.
Yeah.
Hello.
It's fucked.
Hello.
Hello.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Could be doing
And I,
better.
and I definitely recall seeing that response. So.
Yeah. It's kind of fucked.
What you working on right now, Jester?
I keep finding gold rocks that are way too big for me to break solo.
We'll have to have a dedicated night for him.
I mean, they're like 140k gold rocks. Like, what am I gonna do with that?
How you doing on numbers for quality?
Not good. I just, like, again, I just want it for the Schumann rep.
Yeah. Well, we only need 10, but it's gonna suck if it is a 6-hour cycle.
I hope it's not a 6-hour cycle.
But it'll make it rarer.
Well, if we gotta wait, 17 days to get a Helix 2 mining laser, I'm gonna be real upset. Gonna rival
I'll
the
be
amount of
fine if we
time
get
that
one
it's
of those
taken me to get my ironclad.
Right. It'll come out the same time that the ironclad's fixed.
Yeah. Well, I would love to just have it. I still don't have anything.
Alright, I am very happy with how far we've gotten in Schumann, so...
Yeah.
Did you make it to senior contractor?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
both are.
Oh, excellent.
We went and bought a bunch of gold last night, me and another friend of mine. And we had this whole sort of escort. Noggin picked up all the stuff in his Asgard, and then I had a couple of guys from the org that I'm in do like fighter support. It was fun.
That's right. Ready to see us when I get back.
Okay.
Cheers, folks.
And as much gold as I'm finding on, where am I at right now? On Pyro 5. I feel like we could have just mined it all. There's so much gold here.
Especially if it's going to be 6-hour cooldowns, whatever.
Yeah.
If that's the case, like it could be shorter, but that's when I checked again tonight or this morning, whatever. It's
Yeah,
like, this is about 6 hours.
I'm gonna actually time it, I guess, and I'm gonna run back and forth from like Nyx to Stanton or Nyx to Pyro, or probably Nyx to Stanton because I'm not gonna fly all the way across to Pyro, but
Makes sense. Yeah, it could be 3 hours. It could be 4. I don't know.
I don't know.
checked at 6, so it's
SCMDB
less than 6.
SCMDB said there was a minute cooldown. That's the first time that site's ever lied to me, which
Well, they
I'm
could
sure
have
it's lied to
updated
other
it,
people,
too.
but yeah.
I think we're gonna start seeing that with a lot of different stuff, especially mission related, and they're gonna try to create more value out of things, have it be worth more.
Yeah, long
Time gating stuff is an old game. Man, I'm excited to have some good lasers.
Yep.
Especially when I started looking at how much mats we're going to need specifically for things like quantum drives.
Yeah, I guess there's a guy in the org I'm in that I guess he's master rep on Kovalax already. He has like TS2s and all that stuff already.
Good.
I'm like,
That's
Jesus,
gonna
have
be
you done
probably the
anything
next
else?
one. I'm not worried about that one as much as getting mining done.
Yeah.
Because I'll probably get mining done or work on the lasers first. And then I'll start getting armor and weapons.
This is just currently working for me. So
Yeah,
like
right.
I've done some cargo here and there, and it's kind of, so I'm trying to not, get wildly annoyed with the game that we've all invested into.
Right. Yeah, it's the game we
'Cause
play.
I like playing it, so I'm trying to
That's why
not
I'm-
hate it.
That's why I'm flying the Asgard. Like, I still have issues with the C2 and the Hercules line because the doors
Asgard's great though. That's such a good ship.
snap into the ground. And the Asgard does it once in a while, but I'm getting better at figuring out how to park it before I put that long
So
ass
I
tailgate
go
down so it doesn't
into-
clip into the hangar.
I'm headed
and
towards the
fin aisles.
bathroom. And one of the cats
But-
decides just to be running
I was scared
through
a
the
little
room.
yesterday when you backed up to that elevator.
Through the living room, right?
Oh, you were like
Just
on the threshold.
I guess I
of, like,
scared
where
the
I'm always,
crap
like,
out of him
I'll be
whenever I
20 feet in
opened
front
up the
of that.
door because it just knocked a ton of stuff off the
It just
counter
yeeted itself into wherever
in
after
there.
I like to throw boxes.
I just
I've
wanted to
found
go
is
pee,
there's
not clean
that
up after a
lip
cat.
between where the hangar goes up and down. If that tailgate touches that, so it's either being very far away.
Yeah, let's see. Who we got next?
Who asked about if we were senior contractor?
Richo.
So what's cool about
Oh
the
no,
way that-
the only reason I asked was that I was doing that mission the other night with Noken and
okay,
Moo, and we all almost got to senior. I fell just short of it, and I just was wondering
Well,
if
it
you
was-
got there.
it was funny because so I had soloed like one day. I got to senior contractor, and I just
He did that by
just-
himself.
I just grinded it all the way
Oh
up.
wow,
Yeah.
that's a
it was
grind.
fun.
Wow.
And so I had just gotten to senior contractor, and I had seen Knockin' in another Discord that we're both in, and I was like dead tired, and I was super annoyed with Brogan at that point from Shubin, and
Yeah.
I was ready to
voice.
jump off,
Wait for it.
and then he had messaged me, and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing? This, that, and the other," and then we jumped into the VC together. I was like, hey, I go to the bathroom, and as I'm walking away, I overhear him say something about Impact 2, and when I got back, I was like, are you doing Shubin mining rep? He's like, oh yeah, I just recently got to senior contractor. I was like, oh, me too. I'm like, I'm just barely senior contractor. I was like, I didn't think anybody else was crazy enough to
I just
go
believe
through
you.
this at this point.
Yeah, I think I've got like 5% left to get there.
So
Yes.
what's cool about how what I think is cool is because they stacked loot pools based on your rank. So like if say you don't have like the Ariel armor or like the arc light pistol or whatever from like the very first like the basically like 0 tier, So you don't have any of that stuff.
As I do,
Well,
except for the
well,
stuff from the
yes.
last few.
Yep. But so like other people
Right.
that say they haven't done any of it yet. If I share one of the XL contracts or like the gold contract that we've been working on, if I share that with somebody that doesn't have any of the previous blueprints out of any of the previous loot pools, like all 4 of the tiers, they get 4 blueprints in the same one turn-in.
You're kidding. Wow.
Yeah. So they're gonna get one from like basically level 0, and then like the level 1, so which is gonna be like the 0, whatever the real gear is.
Full 3.
Then they're gonna get something out of the it's like the Geo, like size 0 mining lasers, and then the size 1, so like your Helix 1, Impact 1, stuff like that. And then they're also gonna get whatever the size 2 is that we pull. So
I
yeah,
did
so they'll
share
get,
the
I
one
thought
that
it was
I
pretty
turned
cool if
in,
they did it like
Jester.
that.
I
What's that?
did share with the rest of the group earlier tonight, and
Oh, nice.
a lot of them didn't get stuff, and I'm assuming it's because they didn't have the original. They didn't do like the intro mission.
I
You gotta
don't
do the intro
so
one, I think, to get something. Yeah.
maybe. I thought the only
That's
one that
what
was
everyone's
like
been
that
telling me,
was like, so cargo is like that. To where if I'm not the same rank as you in cargo, you can't share the mission with me. If I'm not the same rank or higher, then
Right.
you can't share that mission with me. It won't even pop up on my screen.
We know it's not like that with Shubin
Yeah.
at least, but unless something
You might have
just
to do the first
changed
one though. Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah, but if
You'll
you
get-
remember, I had to go and do that hand mining mission before I could get any of those shares with me.
So that might be it. You just have to do
So,
that initial. hand
We
mining
had
one,
it
and
to
then you go.
where people could accept the mission and they would get rep, but they wouldn't get. It would just be a tiny amount of rep that you would get, but they wouldn't.
Mhm.
I think you might be right. I don't think they would have got the blueprints or anything, but I also don't know because when we were sharing them,
Right.
there weren't blueprints. In
No,
the-
I was getting, like you say, a tiny amount of rep, but I wasn't actually getting the contracts myself, and I wasn't getting the blueprints.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So the first mission probably.
The minute I
makes
did the
sense.
first mission, then I got the missions available to me, and I started getting the blueprints. Yeah.
Yep. Well, that's cool though.
Yeah, but
That's
it's
such a
definitely
good
worth
start.
while to go back and finish it off though.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
just
a
need to
long
get
one.
gold. I think that Moo, and I haven't seen him in the past 2 days. I think
He was
had
in
the rest
earlier.
of the cargo.
Yeah.
Was he? Yeah. So I think he has the rest of the cargo that we were all hauling over. I think.
Oh,
was the
has
last
he?
one.
Alright. Oh, yeah. No, because I had to leave. Yeah. So.
But yeah, that sucked turning all those in, dude.
Yeah. Well.
Over
Yeah.
and over again.
I don't know.
Like half an hour. Like, can somebody
help.
just take it over?
Welcome
Yeah, I know.
to the ASOP
Get my
vehicle
eyes
retrieval
arrest,
system.
whatever.
Your vehicle has been moved
Find
to our
somebody
storage.
to
Please visit us
Pay them
again.
$5 an hour just to turn that shit in for you.
Uh huh.
Tried to
Yeah,
get my
what-
9-year-old.
Cost me.
to be-
I think we spent about 700k on resources. and
Your 9-year-old to be your auto clicker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, actually, so actually, a friend of mine pays his kid in M&Ms to jiggle his mouse while he has to go do stuff, which is kind of funny. But I
Why
tried
not?
to get my 9-year-old to sling boxes for me, and I was like, if you like doing this, like we can play together, it'll be fun. You're not going to join the Discords that I'm in with me because people have
Obvious
mouths that
reasons.
you don't need to hear, right?
Alien Plus,
And
yep.
yeah, and so then I was like, yeah, and she would get, so she's high functioning, but she's autistic, and she
So
would
are we.
yell at me, or she would get mad at me. Well, I mean, she has a BCBA, and it's,
Yep.
So it's, but so she would get mad at me if I didn't throw boxes correctly, if I didn't line them all up every time, when I was stacking them in the elevator and stuff. And so I was like, here, you try it. It is, and I have that to me too. But sometimes I'm just like, yeah, whatever. If there's 4 boxes, I just throw them wherever. But she wasn't having it, so I was like, well, here, sit down. This is how you do it. And she's like, okay. And so she tries it. I was like, if you like this and you want to do this with me, I have enough extra shit laying around that I can get you. I can get you together a PC, and we can do this together. She was 5 minutes in. She's like, Dad, this is stupid. And I was like, all right, well, you're not even gonna lie to me to get a free PC? I don't understand. But whatever. So yeah, so that went out the window. Sorry, don't like me. So that's
Tom
No,
Sire.
that's normal. No, they normally do the own thing.
They're usually
No,
running
I-
CZs and
I
shit.
understand.
It's all good.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. I'm 40 years old. It don't matter to me. It's just kind of, it is what it is.
Yeah, no, that's totally normal. They normally jump down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are, like I was saying, they're usually doing CZs or they're going to be hitting those bounties.
Yeah, I do a lot of that normally. I've just been focusing on mining for blueprints and stuff because if I've learned anything about this game, it's get it done as fast as you can if you want it, because it'll break in a week.
Yep. If it's working out, you better fucking do it.
Correct. Yep. But this one, they just started us out with a couple of handicaps, I guess. So it's fun though. It's a whole nother game loop.
You're pre-cooked.
The workarounds.
Like the game with a pre-cooked notion to it.
Yeah. Oh, MDA. I was Glue Gun 1 in the stream, by the way.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, Knockin'.
welcome.
Knockin' was just like, hey man, he mentioned your name last night. He's like, yeah, there's a couple of streamers in there, and this, that, and the other. And I was like, that's cool. Because I've been playing these guys for a little while, and it's a good time. I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, thanks for coming in the stream. Appreciate it.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
It's good. So you can see it's a good bit of fun. You know what I mean?
No, I was that was cool. Yeah, there was a lot of interaction and stuff. That was good. Good for you, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We'll hopefully repeat it tomorrow. I'm just working out what I've got left to get out the door tomorrow. I actually think I've got like 9 more giveaways to do.
Oh, cool. Yeah, and I mean, I'll be honest. Like, if like I'll enter the giveaways and stuff like that, but I'm more one of those like roll it forward kind of people. So like, it pops up.
Yeah, if you want to do it, you can do that.
Just
no problem.
just roll it on. You know what I mean? Like I'll tell you to do
the
it.
condition,
Yeah.
the condition though is that we can roll it on, but you have to tell me to remove pogs from the draw.
Oh, yeah. See, like I enjoyed Pogs. So unpopular opinion, I thought he was fucking a nice touch,
Oh, no,
that's the point.
No, it's great fun, but that's the whole point. Though we want to win.
No, yeah, but he's got to have like one random dude in his corner, right? I'll be that guy.
If you're not giving Pogs a hard time, you ain't doing it right.
Yeah, that's right.
I know a few Pogs.
A few Pogs.
Yeah. Oh no, we all do. Yeah, we all do.
I have a couple of Pogs that work for me actually. So, and they're a fucking riot.
He's good for it. Good guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I actually gave him I just through here, like I found his Twitch or whatever, and I gave him a follow too.
Yeah, he'll be streaming shortly. He'll be on stream in the next probably half an hour to an hour.
Oh, very cool.
And then,
I'll probably check
and
that
then
out.
I'll jump in. Yeah, I'll jump back in about probably 8 or 9 hours time and go again for the day. I'll be my last stream. Probably until I'll not stream Sunday. I'll maybe stream Monday night, but we'll see how we go.
What kind of hours have you been pulling streaming the past couple days?
Is it 12
Past
or something?
couple of days, not actually. I can tell you here. Today's on the Sunday.
Was today 15 hours?
No, today was 13, I think.
You had mentioned that you'd been on for 12 at one point.
Yeah.
Right around the time that I jumped in, so yeah.
Oh shit! Today was 15. Holy fuck!
That's what I'm saying. Your clock said over 14 when I last looked at it. Yeah.
Oh, you
Wow.
15 hours, 15 minutes today.
Yeah.
Yesterday was 5 hours, 42 minutes. It was a shorter stream. Monday was 8.5 hours. 10 hours, 45 on Sunday. 9 hours, 55 on Saturday. 16.5 hours on Friday last week. Yeah, and then I would have been working before that, so the average is probably around 5-6 hours now.
How are your analytics looking with the events going on in game and all that stuff?
Yeah, it's really good. Really good. Tonight was the highest average. So I didn't really have any raids tonight. So you have to remember that your average kind of gets bumped away up whenever you've got raids.
Let's see
But
how well
for
the
last 30
Ironclad
days, I'm
treats us.
sitting 45.
What's going on,
average
Thanatos? Good seeing you.
Over the last 30-day period, which is good.
I didn't want to go to Dolly. No.
For them to even consider me for partner. But the last
You
couple of
want
streams,
partner,
like
though?
tonight's, yeah, absolutely. Of course, you make more money. You know what I mean? The more money that I get back the more money goes back into stream. So because the money I use is the sub money for the giveaways, you see. So
Oh, I
the more-
understand that part. It's just the
Yeah.
the commitment that you end up.
How we get
getting
along
into.
today, Thanatos?
Well, Yeah, well, I'm pretty consistent. I'm fairly consistent in the streaming schedule and streaming, stuff. So it's not like I'm put out. I'm not chasing it down at the minute. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, doing good.
Making a bit more of an effort. at the
Getting
minute just
into,
for intense
you know,
stuff 'cause,
some
there's
abuse.
drops on-
Trying to do some
trying to
cargo
do some
runs with the
walking and stuff.
Ironclad.
Yeah, there's people there. That's right. Yeah.
Great time to push it.
So yeah, 100%. So I'm doing the slightly longer streams at the moment, but the reality is that I would be streaming now anyway. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is I'd be streaming at this moment in time as opposed if it was a normal Friday. I would have started probably 6-7 o'clock tonight, so it would have been 7 hours ago, and I would have still been streaming now. The difference is it was off today, so I streamed from first thing this morning. You know what I mean? I just went all day.
What time is it there, by the way? Because I mean, we're
It's
obviously a different
almost
time zone.
almost 1 a.m.
Almost
tomorrow.
1 a.m.
Yeah.
So are you Australia?
I'm in Australia, yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. So how's
Still going, Hydra. Still going, dog.
What do you mean? Oh, tomorrow? Yeah, so far the last 56 minutes have been really great.
I'm gonna start asking you for the weather report. 'Cause somehow weather doesn't abide by the international date line. It just kind of wraps back around there and comes anyway. So it's
Still
11
going
a.m.
strong.
On whatever today is. I'm really bad with what day it is. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's
Friday.
terrible.
It's
but
8 a.m. here, and speaking of that,
It
I
is.
am gonna
Yeah, it is
crash.
Friday. It is Friday morning for me.
So you've been up all night?
Get out of here.
It cracks me. It cracks me up because like.
I am.
Go ahead.
You're on
sorry.
the East Coast.
I'm EST. Yeah. I'm like Detroit. I'm right outside of Detroit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not East Coast.
But it's still EST. So like.
But it's still okay.
Between so the time change is.
Get
so,
this pig parked.
Not that everybody's gonna look at a map, but it's like if you look at Michigan, there's the lakes on either side. So like the left side lake, halfway through that is like the time change.
Oh, right.
For Eastern to Central. So like Chicago's on Central Time, I'm on Eastern Time. So Illinois.
Well, that's why I was querying that kind of. I thought Chicago held that whole area was central. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then so I'm just over that, and then the whole other side of the country, like that whole east side of the country is all same. So
Let's not do that.
That's a pretty big jump, right?
Yeah, apparently they're all the same size. I heard. So. Yeah, no, I just wanted to get an idea for that because like when I get up in the morning, like so I usually get up like 5:36. I slept in a little bit because I was up kind of late. It was like 2:30 in the morning, I think, when I laid down, and then I got back up at 7, and I saw Naka was still on, and I was just like, yo, what happens so often? Then I'll get off. It'll be 1 o'clock in the morning here, and then it'll be 10 o'clock or whatever for him. I don't remember the actual 11.
Oh goodness.
3 hours. I'm 3 hours behind
and then so I'll get back up at 7, and it's 4 a.m. for him, and I'm like drinking.
There we
coffee,
go.
and they're like like passing out in their freaking game.
So, 84 SCU
It's fun
stems to Everest
hear the
Harbor.
difference, because like when I go to sleep, they're all still perky and everything else, and then like when I get back on the next morning, it'll be like him and another guy, and they will. You can tell they're fucking tired.
Usually it's Tibbs or it's Carta.
Yeah, it's usually Tibbs. Well, lately it's been Tibbs.
Yeah. Which we need to get him in here. I think he'll have a good time, and he's a really good fighter.
Yeah.
He's very aggressive.
Oh yeah. The old stems to Everest.
And he's got a new PC now too. So.
Solid.
Yeah, he finally just threw it all in the case. Got it going. And I think he's actually gonna grab another motherboard now. We were talking about it, so.
Right.
He's gonna try to push the machine even more.
I really need to get my sticks set back up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like more
It's gonna be a brand new fucking computer. Yeah, you know, it's like what happens. Oh, I need a, you know, something's going on weird, so I'm gonna get a new PSU, and the next thing you know, yeah, I guess a motherboard came today. I guess, you know, I just decided, you know, if I got a motherboard, I'm getting a GPU.
Well, if you're
It's always
taking it
like
all
the
out of the
fucking
case
best thing with
anyway,
them.
you might as well just, you know.
But it's
obviously,
funny how that
you gotta
goes.
feel
where
safe
it's
If-
like,
right?
If I'm
The
gonna
last thing that
upgrade
you
the if I'm gonna upgrade the motherboard, I might as well upgrade the CPU. Well, if I'm gonna upgrade the CPU, I might as well get a new video card. Well, I'm upgrading the video card. I might as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We need more hard drives. And RAM, extra RAM, all the RAM.
Yeah, we had the
I
Gen
am
5 talk last night because he didn't know if you really should get a, what is it, the newer M.2s. I was like, dude, at least get one. If you're buying that motherboard, just get one of them. The rest of them, fuck it. They can be last gen. It don't matter. But
I have,
on it because that's what
I have
that board's
like my little game server that I have. That's so there's two. It's two PC cases. You've seen a picture of it before, but I have another PC case that it's like kind of my older stuff, and it's not bad stuff. It's a Ryzen 50 3D and 64 gigs of DDR4 and all that stuff, but it's got
See if I can't get this stuff in here
got a
without
bank of
spending too
4
much time
8
playing with it. I
terabytes
just
drives that are in like a RAID 5.
it's
I use
easy
it
to
as, like, a
load,
game
easier
server.
to
I also have,
load
like,
than
a
the
USB
Caterpillar,
server
but
and
still.
that, like if we ever
Jeez.
like a group of friends, like I'm running a Space Engineers dedicated server on it right now. So if like anybody that, like in that group of friends, like they'll just join my server. So I host the server versus like renting a server, and just off of that, or whatever game we want to play at the time or whatever. So it kind of works out pretty good. But I run a I have an iSCSI drive, so like all of my Steam library and everything
no.
else is all
Come back, Box.
on
Come back.
this Asus. You can put 4 M.2s on it, and it's a PCIe. Like it goes into a PCIe slot, and so all of my Steam library, Star Citizen, like all that shit is on that server, and then I run that as an iSCSI drive, so it thinks that it's a local drive on my PC. So I don't like the game state; it runs on that. And ever since I started doing that, I just my PC seems to run. It's a little snappier because it's not doing as much, and then everything just runs over Cat6. It's all wired, so I mean it's like 600 meg transfer speed or whatever it is based on like the hard drives or whatever the bottleneck is there, but it's still plenty to run a game on.
Yeah, for sure.
So it works out pretty good, but you can put something like that together pretty cheap. Like you can use like old hardware. Like I used to do the same thing with the 4790K, which was like a 2013 CPU and like DDR3, and it worked pretty good.
Yeah, I think about stuff like that for, you know, I mean, basic stuff like Plex and all that kind of stuff, but
yeah,
and I think like, oh well,
Back in the pilot seat we go.
what's the cost outside of that? It's like, you know, I'll just spend $13 a month.
Now the big thing is,
if you're not gonna use it,
can
you know,
I
like in the way
make
that
it
I'm
to
like,
Everest
that's not worth it,
Right.
without this daggone thing?
But you know, it's also stuff's
Decoupling.
changed a lot in like the last, I would say, 8 years, where it's like, I don't know, like I have a massive music library, so
yeah.
But now it's kind of like, well, we have so much space that, and I have so many hard drives, so many SSDs now that are just, like, what am I gonna? I
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know, 8 2 terabytes drives. It's like, well, I'm not gonna put all those in a case. I don't want to make a secondary backup. But
What is
it would be
that?
nice for the house. So.
Oh, it's a Reddit out F7.
Person dynamics, thank you. I will catch you guys tomorrow.
Mr. MDA, we'll catch you later. I'll be
No
on.
worries, bye.
Good night. Thanks, guys.
Have a good
See ya.
sleep, sir.
Good night.
Cheers.
We'll see you, dude. See you then.
I think I'm gonna make breakfast and go to sleep. I should probably just go to sleep. Man, I'm starving. Breakfast time. So you're gonna work on rep today, or you're gonna rep on or work on gold?
I'm just mining gold right now because there's a couple of people involved in turning those in for the blueprints, so I'm not gonna I might go turn in one just to set a timer to see and do some science behind when we can pull the mission again. If there's something we can do specifically, you know, to get that to jump back up sooner than 6 hours or whatever it was.
Did you already do your first turn in today?
No, I haven't yet. I've just been doing the gold.
Yeah, when you get a chance, toss that in, because that way, I don't know, you're gonna do the timing thing. Hopefully it's less than 6 hours, but
yeah,
that's what I noticed. So I'm really hoping it's something like maybe 2. You know?
I just figured if I get a bunch more gold, 1, I need high quality gold for like a parallax, and then 2, I would just like to have a bunch of gold for if you're not around and I'm doing turn-ins with Frost, and then you know I come back and I can at least be like, here, take this gold and turn these in, and pass it over to you, and you can do it whenever you want.
Well, I'm gonna change my strategy. If it does turn out that it's a 6-hour turn-in, I'm just gonna go mine gold because there's no reason not to. Like, it's so expensive for.
There's so much gold on Pyro 5. But the problem that I'm seeing on Pyro 5 right now is like, I just had to pass up on 5 different rocks that were over 90k mass.
Are you in a mole?
Be alright, man.
What are you using? Helix
Can't even touch it, dude. Dude,
yeah?
2 Riger C3 and 2 pulse or surge modules like it didn't even get it to move.
Alright, is that using Impact or Helix too?
Pulse or the surge module is 150% power, and the Stampede module is 130%.
You know what?
120.
The next time we can do it, let's just try to go out there. Maybe we can get a person or 2 in the turrets as well.
Well,
we
these
smash through
some of these rocks, like that 130k rock that I saw, that's 2 full moles plus maybe a prospector or another mole. That's a lot of power you need for that.
Well, I mean, they're there.
So,
they're gonna get
yeah,
cracked by something. So
yeah, for
probably
sure.
just teamwork in that. So
yep.
But I mean, I can ride it along with you, but also if it's at that extreme, having a 4-person team might be the way to go.
Yeah, I have enough people I can get together to come. Like usually,
you can talk them into mining. That's my
there's a million people that have. There's so many people. All I have to tell them is like, hey, you'll get a blueprint for mining stuff. And they're like, oh, Dale, I'll be right there. You know, and they'll drop what they're doing. But a lot of people. Usually, what we do is like me and another guy will like fly around kind of the same planet, and then X amount of people will be on like in the other Discord, and then we'll just kind of jump down to whoever it is that we know that has a mole or that can just fly over and they've done it with us before. And then
that I want to get a group like that at some point together. Go and hit.
Yeah,
Titan.
It's fun.
Is it Titan? I can't remember. There's so much good stuff on that planet though, but they are hard to break rocks. Like the large type ones. Like those, they don't have a great resale value, but the stuff that you need it for,
Oh, dude, the last time I sold Rissite, I just sold the ore, like just to get rid of it. I made like $500,000.
Have you been?
You can make a lot of money with Rissite.
Dude, and it was not even refined. It was like literally just what I thought was garbage, and then I was like, $500,000, yo.
Have you done that with Stellaron yet? That's where my money comes from.
No, I haven't.
Stellaron is like that on fucking crack, and I find more of that I can break as a solo than Rissite, and I look at both of them.
I thought I got the door.
I was doing this in a prospector at like the asteroid mining bases, like the RMB bases and stuff, and I was
Too bad you couldn't operate that through the.
I was using the 890, which turned out to be like really good mining ship for the prospector, by the way. And then they broke the elevators, and then I couldn't use it. But so I used the Polaris, but I did that all like 4.6. I did a bunch of it.
That door
open. I was like super geeked to get into 4.7 with crafting and everything else, and then like
son of a bitch, I ain't far enough back. You know what?
Substantially.
This game.
To less.
It's good change.
Yield.
I think it's good change.
Yeah, except for Polaris bits. That one kind of sucks.
Yeah,
because you get so much less.
Yeah, but that's a system that needs to change. Like they need to dial that stuff down. It's just gonna kind of suck here. And
Well, I
there.
mean, it'd be cool if they made it just like, you know,
Wait.
maybe you needed like 12 Karen or like Quantanium instead of 24 because you get so much less now.
Yeah, they could have adjusted more stuff instead of being
Yeah.
short-sighted on it. But I mean, that's a
That's
big
whatever.
change. That's a big growing pain.
Mhm.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, I think
I'm
I went
also
from
not
like,
a Wicklow guy, so fuck it.
Oh.
Like
I think I went from getting like out of
I am
like
at the right
60 or
spot.
70k rock, we would get like basically one Polaris bit, and now it's like you get, which is 24 SCUs or 24 Quantanium.
Back
now
this bad
it's,
boy up a little bit.
Like 7, you know, or 9 you might get out of the same size rock. It's wildly different than it was. But it's just longer grind.
Yeah, that should be good. Give that old swing. Hop on down here and try to get this stuff unloaded. Hopefully I don't have to freaking move the ship again.
Oh, do I have a helmet on? No.
Yeah, that'll work.
I need to do something about, well, and I'm really not going to worry about it until I get my mole, but I need to do something about expanding the window with gold, because it's pretty tiny.
what do you mean? Expanding your window?
Like just using modules that give you like a
Oh,
severe
okay,
gives
yeah.
you like a 40% bigger window, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I just have like, this is a rented mole. I have I have a Helix 2 on it on my center laser, and then I have a Focus 3, a Stampede, and a Surge, and that's the extent of the money that I'm going to put into this thing because it's rented. And then when I get mine, I'll go, you know. I'll
So
go
you're
wild
able-
on it, but
Are you able to switch out your mining lasers on rented chips now?
Yep, and I was also able to ensure the loadout, which actually saved my butt a little bit.
That's kind of fucking huge, dude. I don't
Yeah,
even know
there's
why they
actually
did
there's
that.
also a thing right now. Apparently, if you like rented ships at Area 18, there's something to where you can just keep mashing the 3-day button, and it'll just keep compiling over and over and over and over. So
Oh,
there's a
it's
dude in
hacked.
there's a dude in my org that has 117 days left on his Tibron. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, dude, I just have a Tibron now. I'm like, that's crazy. Okay.
I wonder if they'll
It'll
catch
go away
that
with a
shit.
patch, but I mean, you know, like I'm like, you have a Tibron for this patch. He's like, oh yeah, it's fucking sweet. I'm like, okay, dude, whatever.
That's pretty cool. I'm still undecided on the Tibron, man. I don't think I'm
Here,
gonna grab it by any
let's,
means, but I keep thinking
fix
about
that.
it.
Boop.
I think it's cool. I think they did a good job with it. I think it needs a lot of work. Yeah, I really like what they did with it. I personally don't have any interest in it, but I think they did a lot of good. They did a lot of cool stuff with it.
I think when
Go fix that
TSG
Wawa.
much yet?
Yeah. What's that?
Yeah. Have you
I
done
didn't know.
TSG very much?
I've
Tactical
done
Strike
like
Group.
2 of them.
It
But I
gets
do like
really
the
fun.
really,
Like,
I do the like the really crappy like marine part.
oh,
That takes 12 minutes. There's
So-
literally nothing in it, which I'm fine with because like every other event that they've come out with like in the last year was like FPS, you know,
I
versus
feel like this
like
is the
this one's
first,
actually
like,
there's a lot
real
of ship
good-
stuff. Yeah.
real good. Like, you know, it's really good for
Let's
cap
see.
ships.
Yeah, back here in Burrito Bar, grab ourselves a little bit of something to drink.
Something to do for all the fighters. I feel like the fighters are like the most busy because we only get like that little 15-minute window. And
Yeah.
if that's not going on, there's turrets, there's other fighters, there's
Mm-hmm.
something else going on. There's doing the run. I feel like this is the first, like, real good, like, you know, it's really good for cap ships. Like, you know, it's really good for all the fighters. I feel like the fighters are like the most busy because we only get like that little 15-minute window. And if that's not going on, there's something else going on. There's doing the run.
Yeah, and I don't
Oh, let me drop it.
personally
Nice.
know because I'm not like an Idris captain or whatever, but or
I just
like
think it's cool because it seems like everybody has like if you know have an interest and you like being in an Idris, you know, there's
Yeah.
a functional point to it as opposed to just like being relegated to like PvP conflict or locking an area down. I think
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. And I know that PvE is not for everybody, but it seems like there's like I just saw the helmet rewards, the flight suit helmet rewards, and I didn't even know that was part of it.
There's
So-
another 92k mass rock. Blech.
Why can't you rank it?
This 92,000 mass. I need like 2 more moles here with me. They're huge. It's the size of my mole.
I've cracked
It's
at
just-
114, but it's more about the resistance. Like, what's the resistance on those guys?
Solo you did?
Uh-huh.
When?
Last patch.
I would.
Like, literally, like, within the last 2 weeks. 3
It
weeks.
depends on what's in it, so that equals the resistance and all that good shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know iron typically
I know it was
doesn't
on
have
bombs.
any resistance.
I think it might have been still around.
You know,
But
I bet
100k mass is huge rock.
the ironclad in VR would be real nice.
Oh, dude, I think they did such a good shot. Like, I'm not even like it's got its bugs.
It does.
I
I
don't
mean,
even-
it's
I don't even have mine
aggravating,
yet, but I love it, dude.
I'm not cheesed
It's
at
so
it.
good.
I'm not cheesed at it one bit. I pledged this
so
thing
good.
back whenever it was in concept, and holy shit, Christmas came, dude.
I upgraded my reclaimer.
So did he.
I just grabbed like the upgrade from the reclaimer to the base ironclad because I was like unsure if I wanted it or not, and it was like $10 to upgrade it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, cool, because like Warbond it was like $410, I think.
Yep, I can't wait for the
Pre-sale.
crafter on this thing to be going on as well. Oh, it's the base I thought it would be. Oh my god.
Dude, it's such a good ship. I'm 100. And you know what else I love about it too is like you literally have to go into VTOL if you're more than like half full.
Oh yeah.
So
I think it's
cool.
kind of the perfect size too. Like, I thought visually it was going to be bigger when it actually got in game. You get to see it, stuff like that. But then I was like, you know, this is like a manageable size. We started loading it up. You can fit everything that you need in that ship.
Yep.
Think of all the dead bodies you can stuff in the cargo.
So many. All of them.
Yes.
So it's
I
funny.
did hookers in the walls.
Do you remember for like the longest time, obviously, like the elevators in the CZs wouldn't work.
Oh god.
You know, you couldn't send the components down, right? So what we used
Yeah.
to do is it's just a meme like joke thing was like we would just every once in a while, like one of the guys that would be with us, he'd start piling up all the NPCs like in the
Mhm.
tower. We were like sacrificing them to the elevator to see if it would work, you know.
Sacrifice it to elevator gods. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was so stupid, but it was. And then like once in a great while it would work. We're like, yay, sacrifice, and and then it was just obviously RNG or whatever, but as to whether they were working out. But it was we used to have a lot of good times in the CZs. The
I
kind
hear
of
that
core
they're
group of
broke
guys you used to
again
run
right
with.
now.
I haven't been there yet.
Overall, yeah, I would recommend the Ironclad overall. It is a good everyday carry. Sorry, I should have muted myself. Talking to somebody on Twitch.
Oh, you're streaming. Oh yeah.
So yeah, I would
I like it.
definitely recommend it.
I've learned my lesson about wasting time on bugs. Like,
Yeah.
if the whole game is like avoiding them, and I am excited to daily drive it at some point. But right now,
Like I've been
there's other stuff I can do. Set up
thrilled
stuff like
with
that.
this thing.
I just think that's something that I've learned about myself over the years of me, like, PC gaming, is that if I'm not slamming my head into the desk trying to figure out workarounds in that game, like, I don't enjoy playing that game. Because, like I play modded DayZ and modded 5M and this, or like Tarkov, or you know what I mean? It's just like everything's always got some weird bug. You got to figure out that game loop of like how to get the workaround for the game loop. And I just feel like I don't know. Maybe it's just that's the those are the games that I enjoy playing, I guess.
Yeah, half of it seems to be problem solving at this point.
Yeah,
for like games that are worth my time. feels like.
I think
Yeah.
so it's like, as if you face life and death situations in real life, trivial shit in a video game, bugs or not, doesn't phase you. It's
No.
these
Yeah.
are concerns. So
Yeah, the amount of people I have had flipping shit about something on a game, and they're like, "This shit not bother you?" That's back whenever I was working at the sheriff's department. I'm like, nah, that does not bother me.
Yeah.
it really fucking doesn't, dude.
You know what did bother me is having to fucking tackle, a crackhead earlier in the week. It pissed me
Somebody
off.
tries to piss at you, or being locked in a fucking cell with a dude with a shank by yourself. That kind of shit.
Bro, the amount of times I had to go help out the jail, and I'd be, walking the halls or whatever, and get gassed. Fuck, man. I'll punch a motherfucker's
Hey,
teeth in.
Couple of
Yeah, but the
reasons to do that.
ironclad stops quantum me.
Eh.
I mean, just don't use it right now. Okay.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna say good night, thank you.
See you later, Richo. You have a good man. Good seeing you. See you later, Dave. You're on.
We'll see you later. Yep.
But yeah.
Like, just park it till it's fixed. I mean,
Dude, I'm persevering. I'm forcing this thing to do what I want it to.
Dude, I
Bro.
understand that part. Like, I've never had those problems with like the Asgard. That's kind of my baby. I have a couple ships that that's what I was looking for in the game, but I just can't with that ship. But
There's-
I completely get people that are just like, this is where I live.
There is nothing in this world that you cannot do if you apply enough brute force and ignorance. It will work. Yeah, I'll load the old lip up with some more Copenhagen. Remember, kids, don't do drugs. Stay away from nicotine.
Stay away from nicotine.
Yep.
Vaping's bad.
Vaping's bad. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I was talking to my mom. I said, I'm thinking about switching over to vaping.
It's a terrible idea. 100% terrible. I smoked for 25 years. This is why it's terrible. When I smoked, I would go outside every couple hours and have a cigarette. Or if I was at work or like I was at the bar or whatever it is, and I'm 40, so like I grew up in a time where like when I was fixing cars when I was 18, it was sort of up to me and my internal morals as to whether I smoked in the customer's car or not while I was working on it. Because like it was so normal at that point, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm 47. I remember when I could smoke in a fucking mall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hell, I'm
Yeah, for
34.
sure.
I'm part of that group as well. I remember that shit.
Like
Remember
the
whenever
station
Pizza
that I
Hut,
used to-
you could smoke at Pizza Hut.
Yeah,
I
that's what
remember the
mean.
ashtrays at McDonald's. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Being a
Big
kid,
Boy, the
they'd ask
smoking
you what
section at
smoking
Big Boy
was.
was. I'm sorry. I remember the smoking section at the Big Boy by the house was like literally the salad bar section.
Yeah.
Or like the Speedway that I would use my brother's fake ID to buy cigarettes at was I would have a cigarette in the gas station with the dude like after I bought them.
Mm-hmm. You can smoke in, well, Walmart didn't say shit to you, but yeah.
Yeah.
You go hit up Safeway and, smoke while you're in there getting groceries.
I remember when I moved to California for like a year. I was on Huntington Beach and I lit a cigarette and my brother's like, hey, and he had lived there for like a couple months already at this point. He was just like, you can't smoke here. I was like,
What?
He's like, yeah, you can't smoke here. I was like, it's the biggest ashtray in the world. And he's like, yeah, you can't smoke here. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I just keep smoking like an asshole. And this dude, fireman slides. I mean, I'm an eighth mile away from this guy. Like the dude on the pier with the binoculars, like Baywatch dude.
Mm-hmm.
Fireman slides down the freaking staircase, or the ladder that they have to get up to his post on the pier. Gets in like a freaking yellow Ford Ranger Splash. Just books it over. And I'm like looking past, thinking that somebody's dying in the water somewhere. looking for this guy to go save whoever it is that's, you know, well
In need
past
of dire
how
help.
fast this guy's going. Yeah. This dude buries the front of his truck.
Ship is on the deck.
Slamming on the brakes. And at me, he's like, you can't smoke on the beach. And I was like, all
Fucking
of that
what?
was for me? And he's like, you can't smoke on the beach. And I was like, yo, all right, dude, my bad. And I just like flicked the hot on, put the button in my pocket or whatever. He's like, thanks for nothing. I was like, cool, dude. And I'm just waiting for it took him minutes to be able to get his truck back on the scene. You know, but it was
Hey, it
wild.
was an emergency, man. It was an emergency.
And that
Oh, yeah,
was
I need to go to
over
the house.
20 years ago. That was over 20 years ago.
That's the nuts part.
See, that's the thing. Okay, the amount of times I pull people over, right, and they like have a warrant on 'em or something like that. I'm like, hey, you know, you got a warrant, blah blah blah. And they'll be smoking, and I said, go ahead and finish that out. You know, put it out. You're coming with me, blah blah blah. Oh, you're gonna try to get me for littering? Like, dude, I don't give a fuck. It's a cigarette butt. It's cool. It's not a fucking crack pipe.
Right. Nobody's gonna get AIDS from your cigarette butt, I don't think.
Now, I have never got anybody for littering. Never. Never.
You got, that's
It would be hypocritical of
real
me.
asshole.
It would be hypocritical of me to do that. Why? Because I am 100% guilty of taking an empty can of Copenhagen and throwing that bitch out the window while I'm in the cruiser.
Right? Yep. Oh, when I was, I'm sorry, when I was talking about smoking, why it's terrible to go back to
Vaping.
So the reason I started vaping was at the time I was a mechanic at a Mercedes dealership, and they let us
No.
vape in the garage, and it was cold as shit. You know, in Michigan or whatever, it's, you know, negative 10 degrees outside. I'm like, oh, that's a cigarette.
Yeah.
So then
Freeze the balls
started
off a
getting, like,
snowman.
Yeah, and so then I started vaping, and I started smoking more and more, or like less and less and less and less. But the amount of times that I would go out and have a cigarette was like once every couple hours. Like while I was at work, after like not being able to smoke in the garage and stuff like that, I'd go out every couple hours and have a cigarette, maybe 3-4 hours, depending on how busy I was doing or whatever. And you're commissioned, so you don't want to take breaks; you just fucking work, right?
Mm-hmm.
So once I switched over to vaping, that thing sat in my pocket, and I could hit that whenever the hell I wanted. So I was constantly doing it more and more and more. And like now, I sit in my office or at the house or wherever, and it's next to me. Like half the time I'll be mining, it's in my fucking hand. And it's terrible because it's so much more accessible and so much more wildly accepted that you can just do it always. Like
Just
every
be
10 minutes
lazy.
you're doing the fucking thing. Yeah, and you're just constantly doing it. And so it's like if I did it in the same amount as I did smoking, to where if it was like every couple hours I hit my vape, sure, it's probably much better for me. But I'm freaking blowing through fluid and like, you know, the coils and all that shit or whatever, or the disposables or whatever it is. It just, you do it so much more that it's gotta be terrible. You know,
I
I would
cons-
highly suggest not using it. And it's not even money, like the weight is still way cheaper. I mean, nowadays, like I smoke Private Lights. I went to the gas station the other day. It's $14 for a pack of cigarettes. I'm like, yeah. No,
How much is a carton of Marlboro Reds now?
Where I'm at, Marlboro Reds cost like 10 and some change a pack.
10?
A pack?
Nice.
That's
so
pretty
they're like
So,
they're like 12 or 13 here, probably.
Same.
Newports are
Yeah,
like 15.
when I buy a
Newports are
carton-
like 15 and a half. It's crazy.
Oh.
I buy cartons of those, and they're, at least here, they're about 118 for a carton.
God damn.
See, I rather vape and smoke, but because I work in a prison, they will not let us have vape devices.
Yeah, because it
Right,
can
that's
be,
fair.
yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Well, not only is it contraband, but to people, let's say if an inmate got it from you, they could start a fire, blah, blah, blah. They're in their fucking cells smoking weed. Fuck off.
They're smoking K2, right?
K2, yep.
Batteries from the tablets.
Yep.
Bath salts and shit.
When, so when was the last time you busted somebody on Jinkum out there?
That's not a thing here.
No, really? It's a big thing in SCCC over here.
Yeah, they actually, I think, honestly, the whole K2 thing is actually like going down. It's not as big as it used to be.
Prominent.
People are being like these dudes can just fucking
Yeah.
jump off it. Like, yeah, I don't.
Mm-hmm. They're not just getting geeked, they're getting fucked.
I realize that it's not fucking weed, dude. You're not getting high. Like,
No.
You take a hit of that shit and you're fucking basically brain dead at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've watched that happen. Like,
Yep.
it's fucked up. It's not fucking weed, bro. It's not.
No. I don't, you know, I've dealt with people on K2 and then, honestly, you'd be better off on methamphetamines, to be honest with you.
You really would.
You really would be.
I've gotten in fights with people on K2, dude.
Yeah.
I'm a big motherfucker. I'm 300 pounds and 6'5".
Yep.
I know how to fight. Like, fighting a motherfucker on K2 is not, it's like fighting a fucking bear, dude.
Dude.
It is.
You can deal with fighting with somebody who's just completely geeked out on meth way easier than you can somebody on K2.
Attention pilot, you are cleared for takeoff.
In general.
Normal conversation.
Attention
Baron's
pilot,
chat.
you are cleared for takeoff.
No, geez, no.
I had to join in because Felix is giving me shit.
Mm-hmm.
Where you been? Where you been?
Lame ass motherfucker. About time you fucking got
Been
on
fucking busy. I can't work, dude.
Right.
Got back from Pennsylvania on Wednesday.
I told you, get on quit your fucking job, get on welfare, be a man.
Fuck welfare,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, be a man, dude.
Be a man. I'd rather get yelled at by my fucking foreman.
Get free everything, right?
Like that
send it.
shit. That shit
That's
turns
the dynamics,
like
thank
another
you.
grown man yells at you like a child.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'll tell you what, dude. Like, as much as people talk about we don't have fucking free health here in this country, go ahead and fucking not have a job for a while and apply for everything through the state, and you will get free everything. It is crazy how these people fucking live on this shit.
Oh,
Dude.
for me,
I know.
dude, all I have to do is get hours through my union, and I get my health care. Boom.
Yeah, and that's
mine-
that's awesome.
125 hours.
My health insurance is $100 a month.
I am jealous. Good
He's
sir.
got that state health care.
I got
I
that
am
state.
super jealous,
I
brother.
got that Blue Cross Blue Shield.
You ever
Uh,
worked in law enforcement
too, I
or
do
ever
got Blue
worked in
Cross,
a prison, Jester?
No, I have not. I know a few people that
Don't
have,
recommend it.
No, yeah, I own a gun store. That's what I.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, I like guns. I like
Eventually guns too.
following the law. It's like,
$100 per month, not mouth per month.
You know, there's a lot of people that
I got lots of
rely on me to. You know.
Out of 44 mag.
But yeah, so like with the health insurance stuff. So like in Michigan, I pay half of their health insurance. Like everybody that works for me, that's full time. Everybody that works for me is full time.
Yeah.
The state pays
So-
half my insurance.
Yeah. So I have people that work for me that are paying $300 and $400 a week because they have a family of whatever. You know, you get to the points like Blue Cross Blue Shield around here. It's either like, you know, couple, and then you have couple with child, couple with 2 kids, and then couple with any amount of kids after that becomes like the same policy. So you could have 3 kids or you could have 9 kids and cost the same. But then your per person per year and all that shit is they all have an individual kind of thing. But yeah, I'm just me, like me personally, I'm I just looked it up the other day. Somebody was asking me about it. I'm like $340 a week is what I pay for mine. And then the company, well, okay, so technically I pay double that, but the company pays the other half of it. But I cut myself a check every week. Yeah, it's health insurance is just wildly expensive, you know, and it's crazy.
So like with this, you pay basically $100 a month, $50 out of each paycheck. And I think if you're married, you get a couples policy. I think it just doubles, and then I think the kids are actually.
Right.
I don't think they pay for the kids.
Nah, kids are free for most state health care.
Yeah, I think
That's
kids.
crazy. That's awesome.
You'll have people that actually retire from working out of prison, and after they retire, they'll wait a couple months and then come back just for the fucking health insurance.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of my friends that are police in the city I live in that one of them retired and went back. Same thing. But he went back until they could get, because he was like 59 and a half or something like that, or whatever it was. And it's like he was able to apply for like Medicaid, Medicare, whichever one it is, I can't remember. But he was able to apply for it, but his wife wasn't old enough to claim it yet. So he went back to work for like another 2 years just so that they didn't have to pay for her health care out of pocket.
Yep.
And I'm planning that when I retire, I'm planning to take what I make, take my pension, leave the fucking country, and live someplace cheap as fuck until I die.
Yeah.
He's gonna go fucking
retire?
Thailand, you know that.
You guys are gonna retire? You guys are getting paid?
Spoken as a true welder right there, man.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Retire like
I don't know, my retirement plan seems to be doing pretty good. I just started like July 30th last year, and like my annuity is like already like it's almost $8,000.
So like someone in chat was just saying, Spooky, and he says here what she's over in Europe, and says here we pay $16.24 per month, $4 to see a general practitioner, $27 to see a doctor at the hospital, and if you need a specialist, costs you $174.
So I pay, so my insurance, I pay health, vision, medical, dental, and vision. My dental's like $12. My insurance is like 20, maybe that, if that.
Yeah,
but my copay is only $20.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
So it's usually that part of it's usually pretty cheap across the board, like vision, dental.
So over here in the US, the way our health insurance works, they're gonna send you a full bill for whatever, and most of those are marked up like high because of insurance, but the insurance will pay most of it, and you pay a copay, which is like next to nothing. But if you don't have health insurance, what you do is that you go to the hospital's finance, and you talk to them about getting an itemized list, and that itemized list of everything required for your what do you call that, doctor's visit.
$800 or $900. You just buy them without insurance.
It's next to nothing.
But then you go to an EMT, like a friend of mine in the other organ. He's an EMT. He goes, for $12, I could give you the same dose. He goes, I would just teach you how to use a frickin' syringe to like inject it. And I was like, there you go.
I had an ex that had an allergic to seafood, so
like shellfish or something, or
yeah, but she was fucking insane, bro. Which is funny because she was actually Thai, but she would pop like a whole package of Benadryl and go eat seafood.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
A lot of people do that. That's crazy.
Did you say X? Did you say X?
Yeah.
Good for you.
He likes the crazy ones.
Yeah, I do.
Same. I always seem to find the crazy ones.
Yeah. Well, you said you're a union welder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that checks out. You know.
It's also like law enforcement always gets involved with fucking nurses.
Oh yeah, so
yeah,
that's very true. So from the time whenever I was working out there at Sheriff's Department and working at the hospital, did the whole ER, EMT, paramedic bullshit while working at the Sheriff's Department. The amount, why did I just close that? I need to go out there. The amount of cheating that happens between police department and nurses, it's astounding. Like we had two of our deputies, their wives worked at the same hospital I worked at, and I know for a fact that those girls were banging everything under the sun.
Yeah.
Bro, they had like a STD outbreak at fucking work because the nurses and nurses and the officers were fucking so much, and they spread shit around.
Yep.
I don't know if it's something they put in the starch at the, where they get their linens done and stuff, but like it's just if they wear scrubs for a living, like I'm sort of going the other way.
Yep.
It depends on how fat that actor is.
I don't know. I mean, yeah.
Oh, there was one underneath the.
One, so I can't, I can't say like.
I'm gonna bounce you guys.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
My wife was a
See you,
x-ray tech, so I can't really, you know what I mean? But
Let's be honest. A chick with a fat ass and a pair of scrubs is just like, god damn.
it's pretty fantastic. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. That's like that's like when you walk up to like a brand new like Ram Dually and you're just like, damn, that's good looking.
Damn.
Same thing.
Like, got
Yo.
cake, she got a bakery.
Hell yeah. Got that extra
damn.
set of wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I had those are like 2 rules that I had when I was like still dating a lot was no horse chicks and no scrubs.
Dude, those horse girls are fucking nuts. And that's coming from someone who grew up on a fucking ranch, okay?
I grew up on a ranch, bro, and I remember
Mhm.
this chick, she came to my house, picked me up. She's like, "Hey, wanna go with me to go feed my horse?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll go with you." And she decides she's wearing this fucking like little skirt, like just above the knee, some fucking like boobs up to her calves, you know. And she decides that she's gonna get on her fucking horse with no goddamn saddle and ride it. Skirt rides up, ass cheeks hanging out, and just sitting there riding around that fucking horse. I'm just like watching it jiggle the whole
It's just,
time.
it's a booty call. That's what that was, dude.
That was a show and tell is what that was.
I'm going to show you what I got, and you're going to tell me what you want to do.
Yep.
I mean, there's a whole funny story about that shit, but so she ended up
Here it
dating-
is. You tell me.
So she ended up dating my boy, right? And they weren't really. He was just smashing it. Well, one night we were fucking around, and somehow I got her to shave my balls for me.
Hell yeah.
And he found out, bro. Me and him were such good friends. He wasn't even mad. He thought it was fucking hilarious that I got her to do it. He's like, "How'd you get her to shave your fucking balls?" I'm like, "Dude, I don't know."
Very carefully.
That's fucking awesome.
Like getting around a bug in Star Citizen, you're like, oh no, so specifically you have to do this,
and this.
and then she'll do it.
He wasn't even fucking.
Also,
he was like, she shaved my balls too.
This
I
is
do
also
want to
the-
say,
This was also the same chick we were having a party one night, right? And I was dating this girl, and he was trying to hook up with a friend. So we're sitting on the couch. This chick busts through the door, sees him with the girl, and she's like, "We need to fucking talk." My boy looks at her and goes, "What's there to talk about? Fucking asshole."
we're all assholes.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
You're not about to say anything that I haven't before. Let's just.
Yes, you ain't gonna say anything I ever heard before. Fuck.
He's like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, I've heard way worse than that.
And he is like, could be like, "Well, you shaved my friend's balls."
He just put that one in the back pocket for layers. What he did.
I had a chick I was dating for a while. I caught her. I'm not in the act, but I caught her cheating on me with like a friend of her friend. And he told me about it. He was like, yo, I was hammered. But yeah, I'm not saying that's an excuse, but I'm saying that I was hammered and she wasn't. And I was like, all right, that's fair.
Fair's fair.
You know? And so I ended up, it was like not super far, like maybe like a couple weeks before like Valentine's Day or something like that. And so I got all these like stupid little trinkets and presents and bullshit and whatever else. And I got the fucking biggest like flexi pink, toy that a chick would use. Put it in a bag in the middle, little bow on it. She gets all the way to the end of it and she like opens it up. She's like, what is this for? I'm like, so you can go fuck yourself. And like, get the fuck out of yeah, and I was super proud of that, by the way.
I quit a job doing that. Went and got a big dildo, slammed that on my boss's desk and said, go fuck yourself, I quit.
Oh no, bro! I've been
Suction cup guy, just just wobbles, that'd be great.
I've been over a lieutenant's desk and said, "Yo, dog, if you're trying to fuck me, go ahead and fuck me."
Hell yeah.
Shit.
What'd the captain have to say about that?
He knew I'm fucking unstable. He didn't say shit.
He was laughing his ass off, guaranteed.
He's sitting in his office looking over, checks out. Yep.
I don't know how y'all's leadership works out there at that prison, but I know at the one I used to work at,
Dude, I got thrown to get sprayed in the dick the other day, and I was like, "Bro, fucking do it. I'm into that fucking shit."
Yo.
the sergeants and the lieutenants and the captains all hang out in the same fucking room, jerking each other off.
It also depends, like, if you're a new guy or if you're somebody that's, earned your fucking way.
Yeah. FNG,
So
dude.
what's the best place to start at, by the way? I just got my update installed.
So with as much shit as we're doing with like TSG and all that, I'm not gonna lie, I prefer Nyx, but you can cut it in the middle and throw it in fucking Pyro if you wanted to. Because we've been doing a lot of worms.
Why wouldn't? What about Stanton?
Yeah.
Just depends on what you're gonna like. You can home in Stanton and it's fine.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do any mining, like you're gonna run to Nyx because that's where you get all the mining stuff is at Nyx. But then there's other chips and stuff like that, or Lorville, or you can home there, but like pick another station somewhere in a different system to like keep a bunch of shit at.
Yep.
And like set your spawn there. And then it doesn't really matter specifically where you home. It's whatever you like your hangar to look like. If you want a bougie hangar, go. I wouldn't say New Babbage just because it's like forever away from everything.
No, Orison. Orison's pretty bougie.
I like Orison, but I didn't like how the docking thing was screwed up last patch, and you would just walk through the docking collar. So it was fine everywhere other than Orison, because Orison has atmosphere. So like anywhere else, you just go into EVA and you fly into the station out of your Polaris or whatever.
Yep.
But when you dock at Orison, you just fall to the planet when you clip through the docking thing. I don't know if that's fixed or not, but I didn't go to Orison specifically because of that this patch.
It's not fixed this patch.
So
It's not. I do like Orison though.
I actually like Area 18, but I didn't choose it because of the fucking thing.
Correct.
I actually like Area 18.
I was gonna do Area 18, but I ended up at Lorville this time.
I've been doing Orison for years now, and I'm like, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and just do Nyx. Past two patches, I didn't do it. I'm like, but with as much TSG that we've been doing, straight up, Levski's been fantastic.
Yeah, I did Levski the patch that came out, and I didn't really have any
Area
problems.
18.
So they did.
Area 18 for the win. That's what fucking Hydra just said. I like Area 18. It does have that Blade Runner vibe, you know?
They do.
All of their skins for the research drive were hot garbage. But I do like Area 18. Dude, the perp skins were so bad. It just looked like if you went into a dentist office and there was like the fake teeth sitting there with the gums. Like all their skins were the same color as those gums.
Warning, you are leaving a safe
So
zone.
I think.
And I'm thinking about getting a Reclaimer.
Oh, yeah?
I love the Reclaimer. That's one of my favorite chips, dude.
The thing is with the Reclaimer, the truth about it is, one, you can make money by scraping and all that shit, but you want to go do ghillie missions, you can just go in there and let the PDCs do most of the work.
Yeah. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I could do that with the Perseus. It's just, dude, we have so many big fucking ships. I don't feel like I need a Perseus.
Dude,
You can just jump in.
I was gonna say, or
You can just straight jump into TSG without having the rep if somebody has a mission unlocked.
I ain't gonna pay for my Odin, motherfucker.
You know what, Will?
Yeah, I got an email for it.
Just go and sling crack.
No, you could find a shady enough guy and just charge you extra for the EBT every week, at his party store.
I don't think EBT ain't gonna pay for that either, dude.
You'll get the mission rewards. You'll get everything involved with it. What I would suggest is go and open up your Intersect rep right out the gate. So that way, whenever anyone does, you're doing TSG, you're in a group, whatever, somebody shares a mission, you get the rep from that mission. That's what I would do.
Run for the War Bond and then 5,900 if you want to buy it with buyback.
Right.
Money.
I'm surprised that they're allowing the buyback money on that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I saw some
not
people
that
already
it's-
fucking melted their Javelin, their fucking Idris.
Fuck that.
But that's the thing is, we got people that have big ships.
Yeah.
I don't really need my Perseus. Like, I like shooting shit anyway.
The org that so I'm in an org with Nakin, right? And there's like maybe there's maybe like 8 to 10 people that maybe like we all kind of like run around and do stuff, and every once in a while it's not like constant on, but that's why he found himself here, I'm pretty sure. But the other org that I'm in is there's 60 people on some nights, you know, org nights and stuff like that. Every other dude has, I mean, there's more people that have Polarises than don't, and there's almost, I mean, there's got to be 12 Idrises. It's ridiculous. The one dude has,
like last time I saw it was like 28 people had 28 Idrises, or not Idrises, but javelins.
Polarises? Oh no shit. That's crazy.
God damn it.
Well, so we were like in a different org. We were like a bigger org, and I guess drama happened.
Or
And the guys
Nova.
No, no, it's not even bigger. Same amount of people. Everyone just moved over here.
Yeah, basically the people that played together just went and started a new org. That's basically what happened.
I think that's probably gonna. I think that's probably gonna happen with where I'm at currently, because a lot of people are starting to get real annoyed with the mass
Leadership.
recruiting.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, absolutely.
And I got
Nova was smaller. The Discord was bigger, but it was because of all the events we ran.
Right.
But our actual org on RSI is approaching double what Nova was already.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I just there's a certain amount of.
I don't know if I have perms for accepting members. I think I do. Let me ask.
You're supposed to fire 2 of them and keep 1.
Yeah.
But if you keep everybody, then it's just like.
Hey,
What do you-
actually, did my perms on the org itself get set up so I can accept what do you call them?
I can't do that. That only the org owner can actually promote people to allow them to do that kind of stuff.
Who the fuck started it?
It should be up here. But I've been handling most of the entries.
Yeah.
So it's all good because like I've been checking it too, like once or twice a day, and they're not coming in that fast.
All right. One of the guys that watches my stream quite a bit, Hydra Vega, he did apply to the org.
He literally, he just sent that like.
Yeah, a few minutes ago.
Yeah. So I'm doing it now. I was literally like going to open it up. And that's why I've been keeping it, or trying to keep it up with it, because I don't want it to get backlogged, because I'm getting myself if we had to go through like.
Because you don't know who's who, and yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I don't want to say like mass recruiting or anything like that, but it's finding people who actually do want to play the game, not like, oh, I'm gonna get in, you know, the pulling that Eve bullshit where they get in here and they try to troll people, whatever, you know, we deal with that, you know, as it comes and goes. But the thing is, it gets to a point where you have so many people and not enough, I guess, I don't want to say leadership, but the correct leadership to fix problems. And they say, oh, well, this person's allowed to be an asshole because he's my good friend. Nah.
Yeah, and we are trying to make sure that that isn't the case, and that we stay on top of that.
Looking at you, what's that Hitler's dude name? Fucking... forgot what his fucking name was.
Y'all felt that one horribly.
Right. Hitler, where the fucking dude's name was.
Oh, Hitler.
Yeah.
Dude, they thought... remember how I changed my name to Great White? They thought I was the fucking Hitler dude.
They did?
I didn't because I knew his in-game name was different. When everyone was freaking out about that, I was like, guys, I'm pretty sure it's fine. Let's just like double check, because we needed the names cleared. But like,
that's why I ended up changing it.
You are cleared for liftoff.
Yeah, we were just like, what?
Wait, you went from Great White to fucking Felix, right? Or did you go from that to Ballistic Devil?
I was Ballistic first, and I went from Ballistic to Great White, and then they thought I was a white supremacist, so I changed it from Great White to.
I think it could have stayed once you clarified, but It is what it is now.
Oh, that's good.
But I wasn't even like involved in the whole conversation. But I just popped up later and I read through it and I was like, oh.
Well, the thing is though, is I asked why I got kicked and nobody seemed to fucking know.
Wait, was you kicked from the Discord in the fucking org?
No, I was still in Discord, but I got fucking expelled from the org.
That's golden.
Yeah, I have no idea. But
so the sweet, yeah, the sweet and simple of that there, Jester, is that we had some fucking dunce that was in our old org that was just saying, haha, it's a joke, hee hee haha, but you know, we don't want to be associated with any of that shit. They had the fucking Hitler wearing the fucking Supreme jackets and shit like that.
yeah, his stuff went a little bit too far for him to just keep saying this is a joke, this is a joke.
Yeah. I'm not
There's
about
other
that
places
shit.
to stay.
Yeah, your mom's house.
No, and Nick's. I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
didn't know that they added
You
that.
can go to the People's Judea, whatever the fuck.
That's what I did. I
Yeah,
went to, like,
Theta, Delta, Alpha, Lambda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I made it out from my home just because it was out of the way. Kinda.
Yeah. Do you have to say the problem is with those? There's not much at those stations.
It
But
kills me. Discord keeps every time we get somebody joining the org, it doesn't actually tell me who it is.
They go to Checkmate. I mean, that's
It
where
just
we
says
do most of our shit anyways.
unknown user.
we've been smashing out tons of Worm. We're gonna be doing more of that probably tonight anyway. So
Was there another one after I got off last night?
we
or
did. We did
just
three.
do three?
We did three.
Okay, I was there for the third. I left once we had air support on the third.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We were doing cargo and then I went to bed because.
Okay. No, and that's where I was just like, I got on and I was reading general and it looked like somebody said that you guys were still doing Worm, and I was like, I swear to God, when I went to bed, we had 30 things total. If
Yeah.
I wake up, we have 60. I was like, I know how to move them. I
We
know how
had-
to move them. But goddamn, I'm not putting them on a whole C, and apparently nobody wants to put them on the ironclad. So what are we supposed
The
to do?
ironclad's fine. I have been using it for a
I've been
while.
saying
I've been using
I've
it
been
for a
saying that.
while.
Everybody's freaking out. I don't think the ironclad's an issue. I think last night the issue that, like, it's a little annoying. So what I would say is if we are transporting anything valuable, definitely make sure all the turrets are filled, because if you do undock during a jump, you want to make sure that you can protect the vessel while you redock.
Yeah.
But I think that that's a relatively minor issue. The major issue that I saw last night was like Orpheus landed it and it started bouncing and sliding and like tipping backwards, but that's
Every big
pretty
ship does
typical
that.
Star Citizen, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like,
Asgard does that.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But everybody was like saying, "Oh, it's because it's the Ironclad. It's because the Ironclad." And I'm like, guys, I've watched Constellations do it. It's just
That's
when
so
they're not
hilarious
maybe
to
on the
do
right
it, dude.
100%.
Like,
Everything does that. That's
The Apollo
that's
did it
the
every
physics,
time.
not the ship.
Like every single Apollo did it for that one mission or event that we set up, and we had 6 Apollos out on the field.
How many times did we
Like,
watch
what is it
Idris
you
last
said?
night? Just act like it was juiced and bounce everywhere.
Yeah, like it's hell. I was sitting in the nose turret on the Idris last night, and it fucking knocked me out while the Idris was stationary.
Yeah.
I've seen that one before.
The one that was this was hilarious. We experienced every possible bug that we could with the Ironclad assault. When it was me and another guy, we were just literally trying to go see if the executive hangar doors were stuck open, like somebody said they were. It took us like an hour and a half to get them like cursed into the pyro gateway, and we were crying laughing the entire time because like I suffocated, we didn't know about that bug yet, and then like he suffocated trying to get to me, and then like I was trying to get there. I went there in a Pisces, and then I was just gonna land the Pisces in the Ironclad. Terrible idea. When they get close enough, dude, you will watch that thing carve 7,000 RPM. the two of them together. It was just do it just for fun. Just do it.
Was
Just
that
wow.
in the PTU? Because I landed my Pisces and my Ironclad yesterday, and
This
it
was
on normal.
This was 2 or 3, probably 2 days ago.
Okay, the hotfix
But it
may
could
have
have been a
tweaked
server
something like that. But I also have heard that if you don't request docking, even if you're landing inside, it can freak out. But I haven't experienced that.
That's a thing. I mean, that would make sense.
Yeah.
I did have this was a weird one that I hadn't experienced the other day. And you again, like I understand game devs are busy and whatever, and people are doing whatever they're doing, and they'll fix it, it's fine. But so when it undocks normally,
Yeah.
and then sometimes if you go to boost right away and you don't think about it undocking, that like the body of the ship will just take off and then you'll just be sitting there. I came out of Quantum and I undocked, and then I was still controlling the body of the
Interesting.
Ironclad instead of it's only happened to me once, and I haven't heard anybody else having that issue, and I'm sure it was server related or something or whatever. But I thought my WSD had like inverted for some reason. I was like, what is this? And because I would go forward and then
it would feel like you were moving backwards.
yeah, it was like if you're at a stoplight and you roll backwards, or the car behind, like the car next to you goes forward a little bit, you freak out, slam on the brake kind of thing. So it would go forward or backwards or left or right or whatever, and it was like 10 minutes of me trying to target it and trying to redock and do all sorts of stuff. Eventually it did it, and it was fine.
FPS, dude.
Could have been, yeah.
Well, and that's what we were having a discussion yesterday about, like, our theories on how it is validating and, like, what's actually causing the literal disconnect with it.
Yeah.
And I think it was Sasquatch. It may have been somebody else saying it's probably the null error, like just a null input that, like, they're not or handling any
So
empty values, and
it's most likely coming down to a basic if-then statement or if-else. So let's say if it's constantly having to check to see if it's docked and the command module, it's constantly checking to see if it's docked. Now, like I said, I highly doubt they're handling that per tick because that's fucking retarded. You don't do that. But what it's probably doing is whenever it just decides that it wants to undock or it wants to drop out Quantum, is that you're probably getting a null back, and it's not handling it. They don't have essentially a checksum. They don't have a checksum going against that. That's probably what it is. Something stupid fucking basic that they're overlooking.
Hold the previous input or the previous value if it doesn't get a connection, if that's how it's happening. But
yeah.
Whatever it is, and you can obviously tell that they're two separate entities that are supposed to be made together to a certain point, but it's the same kind of thing to where when the command module wasn't inheriting armor values and everything else of the body of the ship, it's this along the same lines of they need to figure out how to, again, probably with the checksum or something to that effect, they need to sort out when is this one ship, when is this not one ship. So like the third person view that everybody was experiencing, like they're slowly fixing some of that stuff to where like now
that
twice.
is so broken, there's just a workaround.
Yeah. Well, recently I've been able to just hit F4 and be behind the command module. If I hit F4 again, it zooms out to being just behind the Ironclad, and that's been like that for like 2 days.
Okay, I haven't quite had that, but if I've undocked in third person and redocked, it's been fine.
Yep, I had that for a little bit too. But I remember being in the PTU, like I was kind of terrified about using the Ironclad for cargo for a minute, because in the PTU, when there was the same issue to where you would just clip through, you would come through the body of the Ironclad and then go into it and you would just fall through it. But
I think
our workaround was, so our workaround was basically just to call up the command module, put it to the side, pull it back up, and we would shoot the other one off. But what terrified about me in the workaround and stuff, what I was scared about was that I very quickly, with size 3s, nuked the command module off of the side of the Ironclad. I was like, that's not good.
And
Nope.
so that one actually.
I'm glad they fixed that.
A lot of these problems kind of are. Sorry if you guys can hear all these chickens. Are all hand in hand. Because I think that the physicalization and the health kind of happened together because. And all of this, like, I think that we were getting that non-physicalized version. Shut up, Lucy.
Cluck, cluck, bitch.
Your dinner tonight. Just saying.
Dude, growing up on a fucking ranch, that's exactly what's happened. You peck me or you flog me, you're getting ate.
But they, anyway, the Ironclad, I think that we had that physicalization issue when it was like the game just looking at this as 100% one ship, except this piece comes off.
Yeah.
And so then it was, we were getting it with that one piece, but the game was like, it's there, but it's not. So then you can see it, but you can't be in it. But then, I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, and there's also the, just to I guess, I don't want to say double down, but like, just to reiterate that it's definitely two ships. I mean, you look at when you put a livery on it, there's two different livery spots when they're together.
Mm-hmm.
So that's actually, interestingly enough, the concierge ones, I think, are sitting in one spot, and the regular ones are sitting in the other.
So that, it could be, and that's weird that would be that way, by the way.
Yes, it is very weird, but that is what it sounds like to me, based on what I've seen.
Yeah.
But also the, my point to where they're definitely separate is you almost never have the hologram of the command module in the Ironclad's hologram.
No.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
So that's what something there is also never registering that it's docking. And honestly, it could be that. It could be that there's a failure in the docking transition that is not allowing it to lock.
So
because maybe they do have that lock in place, but because whenever you dock, like you're still in light, or you still have those lights, so it's still somewhat in your transition mode, that maybe it doesn't actually go, oh yeah, this is fully docked. Because I've noticed the one time I like managed to dock and redock and undock until the lights were working, I really didn't undock.
So here's another food for thought here is look at all the issues we're having right now with docking, like a Perseus to whatever, the Idris to whatever, stations and all that shit. For the Ironclad to work, they had to rework docking. In order to, cause of having to rework docking, because they needed to do that to begin with, or anyways, because of the Legionnaire, it had to be redone. So there's a lot in play right now. So it's not an Ironclad problem, it's a docking problem, most likely.
Yeah. And that makes sense too, because it's really hard to undock from a station right now. And it also kind of feeds into MDA's theory that we're really running fucking
3 patches back.
At least. With extra features enabled.
1 step forward, 5 steps back.
To add to the docking thing, I just thought they were going to reuse whatever system they had for the Merlin to attach to the Connie.
But that didn't work.
Well, and right, but so like I could always make that work, but it was no different than just auto docking your ship. You get close enough, you hold on.
That's fair.
Right.
That's fair.
But you had to have. I mean, there's X amount of checks involved. You have to have the landing gear up. It's got to have this. It's got to have that. You got to target it and dock. Could you imagine how much more uproar there would be if it wasn't just utterly simple to be anywhere near the Ironclad and just request docking and it just suck you in? If it was anywhere near, dude, people would be super pissed
Yeah.
if it wasn't that dumb easy to dock with the Ironclad
Oh.
versus like if it was
Yeah.
like the Merlin, people would be fucking flipping out about
Well,
it.
and our current system is basically just improved auto docking that we had before, except you don't get the manual choice to auto dock. It's just gonna do it.
Right.
That being said, the Merlin, even on the old system, actually had this exact problem because you would dock your Merlin, you would jump, and then you would lose it.
It'd be gone. Yeah.
So, I mean, it really doesn't sound like there's much of a difference.
What pisses me off is that the command module does not have lamp cock bags.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I mean,
I was
it-
sort of bummed out about that.
The
But
lamp
they did-
situation is
they did go over
because,
that.
yeah, it's because of all the glass. Each ship has, or there's two different types of cockpit glass.
Cockpits. Yeah.
There's a genuine cockpit, and then there's more bridge glass. The bridge glass does not support it because of how it is structured, and they're trying to figure out how to restructure bridge glass to make it work. Cockpit glass, all of the cockpits should have it.
So when they were elaborating on that, and they kind of had their little small conversation, like because we went over it on the Twitch live that they had, like the Star Citizen on Twitch, and so I'd watched that just because I like to kind of see where they're at on stuff. But one of the things, and they had because sometimes they'll have like little conversations outside of like the question or whatever.
Yes, it seems we have a spot
or
free.
similar to the question. And what they were sort of alluding to was with the cockpits, a big thing that they had mentioned was there was the M80 that they were talking about, and they were like, I don't know if that has lamp or not. And he's like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, it's you can eject from blah blah blah, and it's this, that, and the other. And he's like, well, I think I changed that. And like they're very very aware of like that there's two different style cockpits that they're using in it, and it could be like you're saying like bridge versus fighter pilot. But I think one of the things was the whether it had the availability to like eject from the seat or not was something that they had touched on, and I don't know if that was.
I don't
like it was something that they went over for a minute, and they were kind of back and forth on whether they had the M80 had lamp or not based on what style of cockpit. So I knew it was like what you were saying, but I didn't heard anything about like the glass specifically being the difference. But
So this was back
very well could be.
not long after LAMP came out that they were talking about it, and essentially each cockpit or each piece of glass is 2 layers. But the bridge glass, the layers are set up differently, and so every time that they've really tried to put it on the bridge glass, it winds up on the outer layer, it sounds like.
Okay.
And so they're trying to bring it to the inner layer to keep it so it is like our ship cockpits, that you look at it from one angle and it glows, and like if you look at it where you can see the glass through the glass, you can see the glow. I think that they're trying to figure out how to work with that, because honestly, if we're thinking about it, certain ships, like as you get to like Myth and
Your landing
especially stuff like
assignment
the
has been
Idris,
revoked.
that I feel like could be super taxing to try and expect the system to be able to display it from inside and outside the ship at certain angles. It's kind of like those live, or just like a live portal that
Please proceed to customs and security area for
the
processing.
system trying to track it and keep it all linked together and know where to show what without it just causing a bunch of shader issues. Like, I think that's probably what it is, because it's so much extra light being shown through only one little panel.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and I wish it was something just as simple as like a UV map. I mean, but I that's not.
No.
But also,
you know,
are we sure it's not? Because why not just
well,
take the
it'd be pretty simple to create just another layer of UV maps to where you would just see, you know. But I don't know. I think there's, I don't like, from what I know about doing texturing and modeling for like DayZ and 5M, creating a UV map and putting a texture over it, even if it's a glass texture, which would effectively just be like a null image, it's 30 seconds. I mean, if you gave me the Idris, I could create a UV map on it in like no time. You know,
Yeah,
and for me as a hobbyist of doing this shit on the side for fun, you know, like these guys they're GFX guys have to fucking know what's wrong. It's just, I think it's more of a, when are we going to sit down and start re-implementing it on all these different ships to convert these things over? And I think there's multiple systems in line, because like what they were saying with like multiple types of cockpits, I think there's substantially more involved with switching it over to that style of cockpit.
Yeah,
Than it is just creating a UV map or just projecting, you know, a phosphorescent light, you know, over, or night vision type thing, you know. So I don't know. I think there's other systems involved with switching it all over, and I think that it's just more than, they're probably working on different ships. I mean, this was something I actually went off on a bunch of guys in the other Discord the other day, because all they were doing was just being like wildly negative about fucking anything in the game that they could, and I'm just like, listen, I'm just sick of everybody fucking complaining about shit. You know, if we could just, we're all playing the game. Let's, you know, how about we just maybe find a game loop that we can complete and have fun with that for a little while, you know, and whatever. I ended up going up a channel, and then like me and another guy were mining together anyway, but it was the thing that pissed me off about it was like you guys, everybody here seems like at least, you know, educated in what they're talking about, versus these people are ignorantly complaining about stuff, not having an ounce of coding or dev experience or anything, or understanding of anything, which is it was so refreshing. I would like to point out.
The thing is, with me, not to cut you off, but just real quick.
You're good.
I have been doing 3D modeling since 2002. Okay, I started off with what do you call that? 3D Studio Max. Nowadays I use Blender because it does everything that you can get from Autodesk, everybody else 1,000 times better, because it's open source, and I fucking hate Autodesk.
After Effects with or with Blender.
Yep. So within that, the thing is, my dad, he was a programmer back in the 90s and all the way up to the early 2000s, but so I grew up doing that as well. So naturally, you know, I mess around making my own little games and shit, just dicking around, right? So everything that I look at, the issues that I see, I understand what's going on. Let's just look at, you know, the Ironclad as a whole. Just building, and I know they already have all the other shit put in the game. They're using using a blueprint for the ships. They already have all the hard shit put in for how to make it a vehicle, okay? And you know, you're your own entity until you take over flying the ship. We already know that you're a pawn until you start controlling the ship. Now the ship becomes the pawn, blah blah blah. Anyways, now all these other systems they have where someone can take over a turret, they can do this, they can do that, they can run around on the inside. We have systems for quantuming from one point to another, and all this wonderful shit that's going on in there. And then the physics for parking a vehicle inside of it, like you can park a PTV inside the Ironclad Assault and do donuts while you're doing quantum, right? Wouldn't suggest it, but you can still do it. Now the coding aspect on that, probably a huge pain in the ass. We're talking probably 30 people working on this for a solid 4 months maybe, just to get that down. And then you have the modeling team that has to go and talk to the coding team saying, hey, and yeah, the modeling team and the coding team talking about complex and simple collision for it. And that same group having to talk to each other about how the damage should spread whenever there's a fire that breaks out on the inside, whenever a missile hits, penetration, blah blah blah, the whole shit shebang.
What piece is gonna break off when?
It's
and everybody. There's 4 different teams working on each aspect.
And then you have
Sorry,
X amount of
sorry.
models. You have X amount of models based on like what breaks off the ship and stuff. And that's, I tried explaining all this to somebody when they were like, well, why doesn't the Idris crack into 17 pieces so I can salvage the entire thing? I'm like, because they'd have to create 17 fucking models of the Idris when it blows up. And it's not as simple as you think it is, brother.
It's really not.
However, I know that each ship is made up of those pieces that it can break into, whether it does or not. That's a
Right.
performance thing too, like a technology thing. They want Maelstrom. They want it to be able to. They want you to be able to cut that into whatever pieces you want to.
Yeah.
But
People-
Maelstrom is one
Yeah.
of the features of Star Citizen that they want that I think is the least likely. I think Maelstrom is less likely than dynamic meshing and a lot of the other things that they want because it's just
There's
so
a
much
lot.
on the system.
It's a lot.
What people want
Sure.
is that you can take the Idris laser and cut a ship in half. They want hard ship breaker multiplayer. That's what they're wanting. But guess what? That's fucking hard. And considering
And a
all
lot
the
of
other
coding,
things, all the other things
talent,
that they need to put into the
technique.
game right now is things that they need to get working, and all these other systems that are reliant on each other, and they're having to go back through and re-update all these other systems whenever they either change something in one system or if they implement another system or add new features to one system. You have to go all the way back to these other ones and have to work on those. So if you don't, it's like somebody who's never worked on vehicles telling you how a vehicle works. How does an engine work? Oh, you just whatever.
I mean,
It's a lot
it's
of
kind of like one of
geometry you gotta
those.
figure out.
It's kind of like one of those things where it's like I send an edit off to a client just to be like, here's a rough, tell me what you think. And then they start bitching because it's not colored yet. And I'm like, that is the last step. That is the last step. That is the last step.
But I want colors.
Not there yet.
That is the last step, bitch. Fuck off.
I want colors though.
And
But
if you look at one of the original sort of lore things behind like the Caterpillar, those prongs on the front of it are supposed to be able to smash into the side of a ship and breach the hull of the ship.
Yep.
And that's something that, I mean, they've had this in their mind forever that they want that stuff to happen, and it's cool. But I'm with you. It's like I kind of know, sort of just again with like doing modeling for video games or dev work for video games and stuff like that. Like that is a wild.
That's a big ask.
different
That's a
amount of
huge
work.
ask.
no,
That is
I think it's-
incredible to be.
Okay.
It's the thing with Maelstrom is like the amount of balance it would take for them to be able to say, yeah, you can puncture their ship. Because everyone's going to rage the minute that somebody focuses their Idris laser on the bridge of another Idris and just removes
Smoke it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you later.
And then everything has to also have the command module technology because it has to know, oh, that's not attached to the body anymore.
So-
It's connected.
The thing is with something like that, and I hope they thought about this, but I think that the engineering terminal in any ship needs to work as a secondary CIC, to be honest with you. With that being in that, but we all know how shitty space engineer runs whenever you get 10 people on a server and everybody just starts fucking running into each other. We know what happens, okay? Now, you're trying to do space engineers on Star Citizen, which eventually is going to get migrated into one mega server. What do you think's going to happen? What's our thought process here?
My business partner's like, are you free? And I was like, oh, I'm going to have to actually do work stuff. And then she literally just wants me to silhouette on something.
Damn.
Thank God.
Thank God.
No, I think, but as far as Lamp, I really do think is
I'll take a break from running freight.
just a matter of they need to gold pass a lot of the ships so the glass is how they want them.
Yeah.
And I also think that it's almost,
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval
I don't think
system.
it needs to be in every
Your
ship.
vehicle has been moved to
I
us
think it
for
needs to be in
visitors
every
again.
ship that is
Goodbye.
like medium or smaller. I feel like large, you're starting to get to the point where you should just have massive fucking floodlights
Yep.
that don't matter and can light up
Never
the
just
city.
everything gets a reclaimer headlight.
I would love, I would love for some of these bigger ships to be able to adjust their floodlights. Aim them.
Like a almost scanning angle for your floodlights.
Yeah.
Even if it was just
put them on the turret.
Welcome
even
the
if it was just
ASOC
a
vehicle
combined
retrieval
set,
system.
front, port, aft. So
Yeah.
you could literally angle them. I mean, that would be probably the simplest way to do it, to have just predetermined directions. Maybe have a floodlight that you could control as a
Your
turret.
vehicle has been
You
moved
know,
to our storage
what I
facility.
also think,
Your vehicle
sort of
please
related,
use again.
mostly unrelated. More ships need to have the Corsair's camping light.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love that. Landing the Corsair, opening that back door, you switch on that camp light, and if you wanted to, you could actually just set up a little camp. I love it. It's a nice little touch. But I think also ships of certain sizes don't need lamp, especially because thinking about technical limitations and how kind of annoying it would actually just be to be on the bridge of an Idris with lamp turned on and you're walking around and it's just bright on all sides.
Mm-hmm.
Big ships like that could do something even more simplistic that I figured lamp would be in the first place, but it's not. So we already have everything that they need to put in for a basic version of lamp or scan type stuff for big ships. Because all you need to do is take the final effect of a ping and hold it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Where it highlights the outline of everything, that is all I need for something like an Idris. I don't want full-on lamp, necessarily, because it's so damn bright. I want to see a little bit of something where I can go, that is definitely the ground. But it feels better that way in an Idris, I think. It just being a little bit of a scan, and it's this is what you got.
Yeah.
I look at lamp completely different, I guess, than everybody else does, and I wish they would have implemented it this way because it would have been way easier for them. They should have just come out with night vision, with 3 different helmets for pilots, and 3 different colors. You got your red, your blue, and your white.
White
So
Foss.
basically, just the pilot system.
And then
Imagine your MFP.
Then it's client side. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but if and that's
All right,
the
man.
other
Catch you later, Spooky. You have a good one. Have some good dinner. Get that food in you. You have a good one. I'm
Right.
not quite
And
sure
I
when
would,
I'm gonna cut off
'cause
and
they
cut
have
out of
low
here.
light scopes
But
and stuff.
peace out, man.
It would probably be the same. I mean, but it obviously wouldn't work in a remote turret. It wouldn't work in a lot of stuff. But with I do more FPS with the org that I'm in. But I love lamp, and I love that. I'm just gonna go full brick.
Everybody loves lamp.
Dude,
But
every single time somebody says I love lamp, my brain goes to that Anchorman scene.
Me too.
Yeah, same as brick. Right, full brick.
I love brick.
I mean,
No, I think
that's the ironclad after fucking 4.8 with all the fucking random inventory storing issues.
I gotta
That's not even
say,
the ironclad issue. It's just
Right
you put
on,
your ship
Spooky.
down and-
Right on.
I know some people hate the Tiburon, but I kind of love it.
Hey there.
It's growing on me.
I think the people who have an issue with the Tiburon are people who don't, who have an issue with, or no, they're the people who have an issue with the idea
what's
of a
up?
multi-crew ship. That's kind of how I feel with it.
You
Dude,
mean
I'm in love with the animations.
you mean they're pussies,
Yo, I
right?
think it's a gorgeous ship. I think it's a
I-
gorgeous ship. I think it's really well executed.
I think they did a really good job with the Tiburon, but I think they should have rolled that laser out as a size 8 and made it do a little less damage and sustain power longer.
Actually, it sustains quite a bit of power for how long I've seen it so far.
Have
Oh,
you
yeah.
put it directly next to an Idris's size 10 laser?
You
And I
need
know
to
they're slightly
ask.
Wild. It's way different.
Yeah.
You gotta remember
Shorter
the
range.
whole ship is the laser.
Mm-hmm.
No, I know, but that's why I wasn't. I was just curious how they perform next to each other. I haven't heard about it.
The Idris is, I mean, you can, depending on how you have the capacitor set up and stuff like that, you can hold, I think it's 30 seconds or longer with the Idris laser versus what I've seen, and so I haven't run it a whole lot. I have it for subscriber, and I ended up actually giving it off to a friend of mine that has an Idris with he's got a K with a laser kit.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been doing a bunch of testing on it. He's just like, this thing is not even close. It does It's weird though because it does more DPS, but it just doesn't sustain as long as would, and then it doesn't have the range either.
But
So every
okay.
time I used it, it overheated like within 10 seconds.
But now
So
the
in
thing-
in PTU, I was holding that laser a lot longer than that. Or not
I think
PTU,
something-
not
I think-
PTU, in Arena Command. Sorry.
It's how you have
I
your
think
cooler
something
set up, I
changed.
think.
You're probably right.
Okay.
I just was factory out of the box, and I was like, this
Oh,
is not what I thought.
wait.
Well, this was Arena
They need
Commander
to
right
adjust it.
after they dropped it. I had it locked pretty hard on Nutman's Perseus.
Okay.
You mean
But I don't know, because I did stop it occasionally,
Everything
just
good?
whenever I got off. So maybe
I need
like
a
my
break.
little stops were enough
Every
to
time I come
let
to
it
Zen,
recharge
people
to
come out
keep
of the woodwork
going.
trying to hide me to
But
do shit.
I don't know, because I
It's
do feel like
exhausting.
I get that the ships have more power to put into it, but I feel like if they're both size 10s and the TIB is built around that laser, it should at least be like equal.
I was
Yeah.
about to
I mean,
say.
you're looking at a size 3 power plant versus 2 size, capital size power plants.
Yeah, and see, that's what I'm saying is like I get that the power plant and deviation is different, but I almost feel like if I were Aegis building a ship with the same size laser as my flagship that we release, it's should be, I think, at least kind of comparable. Like, put an extra power plant in there and all of that, because right now, like, yeah, the TIB is good, but with it having a weaker laser than the Idris, it feels like, why? If they're the same size and it's way weaker, why?
I think it should have been a size 8, and that's me, because
Yeah.
it was designed to fill the gap between like
Yeah, but-
your
Capital
your Cuddies,
class.
your Corsairs, and then your
Yeah.
Idris, or your it's
But
supposed to be
you make
somewhere
it
in the
Perseus.
sub-Polaris area as far as kind of maybe I don't know. It's a support ship, obviously, or it's supposed to be a support ship like the. I don't know. I thought it should have been a size 8, because
Yeah, but
it
then
is.
you have a Meteor that has 2 size 5 lasers.
Okay, if it was,
Yeah.
are those constant lasers?
They're repeaters.
They're
Okay.
repeaters.
Okay,
But-
see
Are
that,
you
that's
talking
what I
about,
was.
you're talking about the new guns they came out with, or was that I don't really know much.
Meteor laser
They're
weapons.
really fast- They're really fast, fucking retarded repeaters.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so then I think the trade-off for it having the worst laser should be that it still maybe gets a PVC, or something better to deal with fighters, because we were talking about like it really won't handle fighters well. I guess you could swap out that size 4 on the back, make it a little bit more versatile, but
I mean, it will handle fighters if it's crewed.
yeah, no, and like it definitely needs a crew all through, no matter what. Like, I wouldn't bother
talking about the
using it
Tiburon?
unless you're doing dailies, maybe without a crew.
Tiburon
Well,
and the Idris.
Yeah, specifically though, the Tiburon is like very susceptible to torpedoes unless you have.
Oh yeah.
PDCs,
Oh yeah.
because there's no PDCs.
Yeah,
So I don't care if you're fully crewed or not. If somebody doesn't see that size 5 coming at you, like you're toast, you're dead, you're done.
I think 2 PDC, like 1 or 2 PDCs, just for the sake of missiles, even would have been a good fit for it.
I think
get
it should have
that
matched. What does the Perseus have? How many
2?
PDCs is on the Perseus?
2, I think, right? 3?
Oh, I thought it was like 5.
It might be. I don't know the Perseus that well. I just know whenever I
Perseus
see it.
Perseus is 6.
6
Yeah,
or
so I think
like,
it should have at
whenever I
least,
fly it, I see 2
if
or
it's supposed to
5 or
be, I think it should have been. I think it was supposed to be a lateral to that, and I think it fell short of that myself. But I think it should have gotten PDCs at least.
Yeah, and that's one thing that we were saying is like when we were testing it, we were doing straight
Hey there.
TIB versus Perseus, and
Yeah.
we did. The Perseus won every single time, but every single person in that lobby looked and said, if we had 3 or 4, like if we had a full crew on the TIB, that Perseus was toast.
Yeah.
Like I hit the Medusa cannon 1 time with that Conqueror on the front, and if I had landed 1 other shot, because like I hit it once and then like just did not see the front of the ship again because we also couldn't communicate with Tom well, so we couldn't communicate with our pilot very well, and I think that was a big hindrance to us. Because if I could have been like, hey, roll right for me, pitch up, I would have removed the top Medusa cannon so fast.
Yep.
So fast.
No, it's
one shot and he was
so
almost dead.
The fact that coolers are actually needed now. I don't know. This is, I guess, the CIG Star System fanboy in me. I'm fucking stoked that, you know, these components have a fucking reason. I mean, how many times back prior to all these changes did you get a full laser cannon build or even repeater build on a ship and you're going and doing PvP or something like that, and let's say like a full attrition build back before whenever those were good for PvP, you just shut the coolers off. You don't need them. Throw all the pips into fucking weapons and off you go.
I would have one cooler with one pip.
I didn't even fucking do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that was
it
just,
matter.
I did that for quite a while, and it was just sort of like, this is broken. Same thing with life support. Like, you just shut that off, shut everything off that you don't need.
Which now
like,
life support.
my tally was just, I took everything out of the damn. Like, I mean, I ran 2 shields, I think, on the tally just so I could be as stealthy as I could.
Yep.
You know, and 20k out and just dumping torpedoes.
Yeah,
Yep.
life support's one that even now, like, yeah, it is necessary. They're a little bit necessary, but I will just turn it off half the time.
I've told so many people, I'm like, if you're getting on my ship, don't take your helmet off. I'm sorry. We need the power. People are just like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
It's funny.
You'll find out. Take your helmet off.
I've always turned mine off in my fucking Idris because just like I have like if you have a full laser loadout, dude. Yeah.
Yep.
Every time I'm there.
That extra little push.
Always, man.
Yeah, anything you can do over the anything you can do over the opposition, it's gonna help. It's gonna help. You know,
Yep.
If you didn't do all that stuff and you got beat, you're gonna sit there and go, well, was it because I did this and this and this? To where, like, so we have like an entire like civilian. They're never fucking around, but we have like a civilian crew. Like that's one of the like divisions of that other org, and they're supposed to be like the people mining and gathering all the stuff and everything else. And they had a meeting, I guess, the other day, and they were talking about, well, we're gonna get all these different ores and all this stuff to craft everything for like the Marines and all of the, you know, the stuff for the, like TS2s and JS300s and 400s, 500s, whatever else. And we're like, oh, cool, like maybe they'll start doing something or whatever the deal is. And then they come back and they're like, you know, our lowest threshold is 600 quality. And I was like, what are you're gonna craft me a P6 with 600 quality? Like, what's the point? Like, if it's not 850 or up, like it doesn't change your TTK, it doesn't change.
It's
like,
not worth
P8.
it.
There's so many things that it's just like, okay, cool, it's a little better. Maybe in the trench run to where you have a little bit better power plant, it's going to help you get through there better with distortion. But, you know, then I hear him talking. I was in there with him earlier, before I jumped on and watched the stream and stuff like that. Like, well, before I jumped in here, but they were like, oh yeah, our threshold is you know, 500 or 600 or whatever, 600 or whatever the hell it was for, and they're like, oh, we don't care about durability. I was like, well, what kind of nonsense is that? Like, why would you not want durability on any component that you put in a fighter or anything? You know, why are you guys not striving for the best stuff that you can
Strive
get?
for
They're like,
greatness.
well, we need to do a lot of it.
We're doing all right, Pogs. How are you
I
doing,
was
man?
just like, cool. I go, I'm going to tell you right now, anything that I want to craft, for me,
Getting along good
for
today?
FPS, I'm gonna
I know
go
you was
search
gonna
for
hop on a
900 plus.
stream.
If I find it, awesome. If I don't, it is what it is. But I'm not going to settle for anything less than 850 for certain things. Like again with the P6,
Hi.
you can use 500 on some of those things because it's like recoil. And you're sort of like, it's going to be, you know, or like the A03. I crafted like a whatever the A03 was that I crafted.
To the
It was
library.
Like
There you go.
80 something on like the 2 things that had to do with impact force, but the recoil I didn't give a shit about because the A03 doesn't really have any recoil to begin with. Same with like the P8. Like I don't need to focus on getting.
I just got through doing a bunch of hauling. I gotta take me a break from hauling.
Already doesn't have any recoil. So
Gotta
it doesn't
run
matter.
some
As long as it's
ASD.
above median, that's all that matters to me. But they're just, dude, it's so frustrating, and I don't understand why they wouldn't want to, like you said, strive for excellence. And it's just kind of forgot.
Don't need to bring any of those. I need that.
I can see what you're trying to say.
I super got lost in that whole thing just now. I don't know why.
Holland's
My
pretty
kid
good
came
money,
behind
man.
me and Spoke to me and shit. That's my bad. I just went off on a rant for no reason. Sorry. Dude.
You're good. Yeah, dude, I kind of like the Ironclad Assault with how everything's laid out.
Yes, so I've been thinking about
Ironclad's
getting
fucking
bundled
great.
as the Ironclad Assault and 4 pit bulls.
Oh, that's cool.
So that Ironclad, I ran quite a bit of freight from here in Stanton, and since I started, maybe 4 times I had it drop out quantum, and 3 times, maybe 6 times had the command module undocked. But after probably about 20 minutes of that, it stopped undocking, dropping out quantum and all that, and it was working like a normal fucking ship.
Well, apparently they were doing hot fixes for it, so...
I don't know, they did something to the server, rolled out a server hotfix, but yeah.
I've noticed, or what I've been able to do, I guess, and maybe this is one of the workarounds or something, but right when I jump into quantum, so I've been having, everybody has issues with routing, so whatever, but so I'm just manually routing in places.
Yeah.
But I'll manually route and then I'll hit enter to open the chat like I'm gonna type, and it doesn't fall out after that.
Interesting.
So as long as if I hit enter and it acknowledges, maybe it's just waiting to see if I'm talking shit before it falls out. I don't know. But
you thought?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Ooh, we got you good. If I hit enter to open chat, 9 times out of 10 it'll quantum all the way from New Babbage to Hurston or wherever. And then there's the other one, I guess, with that I've heard about. I haven't actually tested it myself, but apparently if you to go through the wormhole with it, if you Alt F4 the second it sucks you in, you'll pop out into the other system when you load back in.
Well, hell, we watched MDA and everyone else hop through on the Ironclad all the way to Nyx.
That's awesome. I love to see progression.
I
feel really bad for?
like it when it works.
I feel really bad for the cat owners because everybody, anytime anybody says anything about a cat in global, everybody's like, yeah, nobody gives a shit about your cat. They're literally having the same exact problems as the Ironclad.
Yeah.
But everybody just sort of brooms them away like, yeah, that was 15 years ago. Nobody gives a shit about your shit, dude.
The cat's always been a piece of shit. I fucking hated loading cargo onto it.
I have a Pioneer, so my loaner for the Pioneer is a cat and a Nomad.
Yep.
Like, well, how does that make sense?
Thank you for visiting Hurston. And remember, Hurston Dynamics is always
Make it make sense.
The Nomad is probably the best thing in that package.
Dude, the El Camino's badass.
You say El Camino, but I think it's more of a space Toyota Hilux.
Dude, I've heard Hilux too. Yeah, I agree with that also.
Shields offline.
So 4 minutes for the exit hangars to open. If anybody's down.
Just gotta run me a little bit of ASD, I think. Knock out a
Pyro, but I'm in a mole.
laser him to death.
I did make my home the pyro system.
Speaking of lasering him to death, I cannot wait for the Arastra to come out because I want to watch that just be a capital ship killer.
Murderer, yeah.
For no reason.
Alright.
Well, it's got like torpedoes and all kinds of armaments. The thing is dope.
It's what do you call that? A not front line, but what do you call that? A frontier mining ship.
Head into the engineering wing and see
Yeah,
if
it's
you
supposed to
got
be a
the data.
miner.
It's like a frontline mining ship. But it has the size 3 layers, so they're going to be like higher than the mole, and then there's 500 and something SU storage, and then it also has its own onboard refinery, which is going to be sweet. Which I'm sort of bummed out that hopefully when the Arastra comes out, I'll get an Arastra as a loaner for the Pioneer.
Yeah,
It's
that
gonna have 576 SCU. It's
Yeah,
gonna
it's a
have
bunch.
3 turrets.
It's gonna
with
be a big
quad
bitch.
Size 3. And it's gonna have 8 size. No, it's gonna have like a shit ton of size 1 missiles and 8 size 3 missiles. It's not gonna have torps. It's gonna have like a shit ton of missiles.
I thought it had size 5s on it at some point, but maybe I'm wrong on that.
It says it's gonna have like 32 size 1s and 8 size 3s.
I was thinking about turrets. But
depends on what kind of hard points for the missiles that are too. So
right.
Yeah, for turrets, they look. Honestly, they look like remote turrets, quad size 3 weapons.
yeah.
Yeah. So I have a Galaxy that also a worthless loaner for the Carrack. The Pisces is fantastic.
I know. I've got a Galaxy as well. I'm fucking stoked for that. I mean, hell, I was stoked for the Ironclad, but
It's gonna be so sick.
IE, isn't it this year towards the end?
Yeah,
Yep.
November. We're supposed to get it in November.
so I got all the what do you call them? Modules.
All the modules.
All the modules.
I want them to. I hope they come out with a crafting module. I don't even care, like the base building module, whatever. But it's supposed to get a crafting module. It's supposed to get a base building module. And I hope it comes out with. And I don't care if it's a JPEG that says crafting module. Like I just want to be able to buy the fucking thing just so I have it.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But yeah, same. I got the med, the cargo, and the refinery. Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
I think that is one of the ships that I'm not gonna buy. The Galaxy. I have a 10-year buyback on my thing, but I don't think I'm buying.
I've only been playing for like a little over a year. Like I started maybe like a couple months before Invictus last year. But yeah, I was like concierge like within a month, you know, as you do.
Yeah.
And just fucking wild. I was so impressed with the marketing team that I was just like, yeah, take my money.
Yep.
But I did upgrade my, and I'm super glad that I did, because you can kind of buy a reclaimer whenever, you know, throughout the year.
Yeah.
And so I had upgraded I bought the upgrade from the reclaimer to the Ironclad, the base Ironclad. It was $10 because it was 410 on Warbond and the reclaimer was 400. But I'd only had like 2 something into my reclaimer at that point from CCUs and when I learned about that. And so I ended up when Drake Con went live, I like almost immediately upgraded to the Ironclad Assault because I had seen one sort of in the wild, like some guy had like surfing pad or something like that, and he showed it off. And I went over and looked at it. I was like, oh, there isn't a giant wall here anymore. Like that's awesome. Like there's no real interior difference other than obviously the 2 repair bays, which I was like, no, this is perfect. And so I upgraded to that. So I mean, I only have, I don't know, I think I'm like 380 or 390 in my Ironclad Assault, which I'm like really excited about. And then I pledged a mole and did some CCU stuff. And then whenever I get enough money in game to buy a mole, I'm gonna repledge my reclaimer because it's one of my favorite ships. I love the way that it takes off, the VTOL, the alien sort of aspect of the interior.
That's how I felt about the Hammerhead, dude. The alien like interior.
Yeah, they're definitely similar. They're both Aegis, right?
Yeah.
Hammerhead's Aegis, right? Yeah, that makes sense. They're both super old, also.
There you go.
Yeah, I like how they redid the interior. Did they update the interior on the Hammerhead like they did the
Hell
Tiburon,
yeah.
or?
I think
You should be fine. Where you trying to go over there in a Hammerhead or Ironclad?
Because
Nice.
you know. I don't know anybody that has specifically just has a hammerhead. I don't think. Is it still? Oh wait, what am I doing, guys? The store should have updated to new things that we can buy.
Yeah, Crusader.
It's Crusader.
Oh, wow.
A1, A2.
The Raster should be on there.
Wonder what you're gonna get for a loaner for the Odin.
Oh.
And 7 javelins.
7 javelins.
No, I bet you it's just gonna be an Idris P. You won't even get the Idris M. Just fuck
Probably.
you, guys.
Nah, they'll probably give you all 3 addresses.
I'm interested to see if when they launch that Xenothreat mission, if we can actually pull the railgun off of it and insure it like you could in the PTU.
They're probably gonna give you all 3 addresses. Let's be real.
Like the what like the M and then the 2 like. Well, they'd have to give you
K kit, T kit, M kit.
2 kits. Because you can do the T kit.
Better give me
K kit
something.
at the same time because you get the big turret.
They'll just give you all the ships that are in the game right now.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm spending $5,000, I better fucking get something for it.
Yeah. Yeah, no shit.
Better be able to get like a ball
You
scratch
shouldn't have
and
a problem
fucking...
going through Levski and getting on your stuff now. I don't think there's anybody stupid enough to be running blockades right about now.
Something happened with his account. The guy's got fucking 20-30 grand in the game, right?
Yeah.
Something happened with his account and he cannot log into the game. And he's like way the fuck up into the Praetorian and all that shit. And he puts in a concierge ticket, and the dude's basically telling him like, yeah, I don't know if we really can't do anything to fix your account short of the next patch. And I'm like, what?
Fucking reset
play
my
the
account,
game?
dude.
Yeah. And they said short of a character repair. I'm like, I had a character repaired before I even put a ticket in. Get fucked. Like, it's not even that big of a
Right.
deal.
There's one reason why people can't access their accounts right now. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's awesome, I think.
I'm just saying.
Banning people for duping or whatever.
Fuck them. Bitches.
No, not for duping. Like, for duping starting this patch, but it was mostly for RMT.
Oh yeah, yeah. I knew it was starting this patch for duping, but they've already talked about banning people for. I thought it was duping, but it may have been just RMT.
Shit.
What's RMT?
They got nine
Real
people
money
got
transfer.
banned already.
Transaction. My bad.
I mean, I've used the gray market. That's about it.
That's different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you're buying a ship. You're not buying a
Money.
Yeah. Yeah. Or stuff.
And in my defense, if they would let me upgrade shit when I wanted to upgrade shit, I wouldn't have to do it.
Ah.
Yeah.
You ain't
well,
gonna get in trouble
I
for
have
that.
another guy that. I have another guy that's got.
Item successfully fabricated.
He's just like, why can I not just have 20,000 into this game and then just be in some type of club that I can just go buy the fucking interest? And I was like, I agree with that. I feel like if you've spent that much money, that you should just be able to like.
Since when did those get
buy
put
an
up?
interest, you know?
Yeah, so you can make a club for the Odin, but you don't make a club for the Idris. Okay.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that like. Some people feel like. Because what you'll have is you'll have like 4 different dudes in the same chat. Like, and this was my experience yesterday. There's like 4 different dudes in the chat that had, they all had addresses. One of them had an M. The other guys all had, K's or P's, excuse me. And then the other guy's trying to get his Idris, and initially he's trying to do store credit. He's like, well, should I just do Warbond? I'm like, well, you don't have enough time to do Warbond. It's going to be seconds, maybe a second longer. Yeah, you're probably gonna have a better chance if you want to spend the 1,800 or whatever the fuck it costs.
15.
He's like, well, I'll just do that. Yeah, or however much. It's a lot. It's a bunch. And he's just like, oh, and like, but the deal is like you want it in your account, and then for the next wave, like you want it in your cart, and then the next wave just match the F5 and do all that shit. And he hasn't been able to get one yet, or maybe he did. I don't know, but he wasn't successful yet. But he's the guy complaining about, like, he's like, well, I don't even understand why it's even like a special haul or all this limited wholesale and all this other stuff. And all the other Idris guys are like, fuck you, dude. I had to work to get my, like, the one guy's like, it took me 10 years to like CC you up because he didn't make a lot of money or whatever. And he basically has an Idris and an F7A. Like, that's what he started this patch with.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a really solid starter loadout there.
It's not terrible. It's, you know.
Like,
It'd be
the
worse. A long
F7A, you
time.
can go run a couple base ghillies. I mean, take the Idris, you run a couple base ghillies, but like you can at least do like light fighter, small fighter things, and up to big cargo things. You just have a big wage gap in the middle.
Yeah, massive.
So-
But the guy with the Idris and the F7, like me and him grinded Wicklow stuff and exec hangers, like all that. Like we had tons. Like he had a Wicklow Idris, that he solo got all the stuff to do a Wicklow Idris, and then like I got my Polaris, and then like we were super stoked when they're like, oh, you're gonna keep everything except for, or like you're gonna lose everything except for Wicklow ships, and then the blueprints. And then they doubled down on that even and re-explained that they're keeping the Wicklow vehicles. And then it was like 3 hours later, like, yeah, we're just joking. We're like, fuck.
That's why I don't do Wicklow. Fuck that.
I don't like aliens. Fuck them. I'm killing them.
So, what's it, CDL or not? It's illegal. Like, it's broken down or not. Like, this dude broke down his semi truck is broken down in the middle of the road, blocking, or in the middle of a suicide lane. He's changing his oil and he's blocking an fucking turn into a parking lot because his semi is broken down in a suicide lane.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they can't just hold in the middle when they break down. I'm pretty sure that's against the law and could lose a CDL for that.
It doesn't depend on the circumstance, though.
That's what I'm wondering if it does, but like, I'm pretty sure he could have fucking pulled off to the other side. I don't know. I was just trying to see because
if his truck's broken down, changing the oil ain't gonna fucking fix it.
Well, yeah. I know, and that's what I'm looking at too. Is like he's got a fucking tub of oil or something, so he may not even be broken down. He just parked in the fucking middle of the street.
He got cones out?
Yeah, no, actually he doesn't.
They got like 15 minutes to be able to put cones out and stuff and like call for whatever, I thought.
Yeah, no, and I just had because my girlfriend was like could not get into work because of it.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, send me a picture of the side of this truck. I'll report him DOT. Because that's some fucked up shit.
If he's in front of the flow of traffic, he's causing an accident. Literally.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he's in the middle of the fucking suicide lane and he couldn't, he either had to go up and do a U-turn to get in, or to get into work, or
this is base
drive up the
armor.
wrong side of the road because he's like literally blocking right where you would take a left turn into this parking lot.
This is straight up base armor.
Yeah,
Is what I'm wearing.
Got a hole in the side of his engine block. There ain't shit he can do, but.
No, but it definitely doesn't look like it. She sent me a picture of it to send the fucking TOT number, and he is actively like in the engine bay with just a bottle of Pennzoil next to him. So
I think
he's
it kind
doing
of depends on the truck, but I mean, there's obviously X amount of shit that's.
My question is it
He's a semi hauling chemicals.
My thing is this though, is it a semi that is a private owner or is it belong to a company?
It has a company on the side of it.
He needs to call his company and have him send out a fucking tow truck. That's what he needs to come do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's why you work for a company. It cares shit like that.
Yeah. No, exactly. So that's what I'm just like, this dude is definitely not doing what he should be doing. I think it's one.
I mean, I get it. If it's broke down, it's broke down. It ain't like you can push that motherfucker on the street, but still.
It just doesn't look like it's broken down either, because tell me how convenient that he broke down right where in the suicide lane blocking the fucking O'Reillys.
You're blocking my O'Reillys, god damn it.
Well, I mean, it's like not even just the O'Reillys, because it's also, there's an autistic children's like education center right next to it. But like, it's still like, it's too convenient that he broke down right where he could walk straight into the O'Reillys and get what he needed.
Just ask him like, hey dude, what's going on here?
Well, that's what she tried to do. Kennedy tried to like get him to move the truck, but he wasn't. But then when she went around, she was like, "Oh, he abandoned it here." Like he had walked
even there.
He had walked up to the O'Reillys.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Hostile detected.
So,
Hey bro, got any belts for me that I can put on?
Yeah, it can be a little aggravating to do shit here.
Yeah.
Damn it! We lost one! I gotta lose my motherfucker.
Damn it. Damn it.
I'm not gonna say every trucker, you know, there's a lot of guys that drive trucks that like understand the trucks to a certain, you know, for the most part. But I've met some fucking potatoes. Here comes trouble.
And you got some idiot dudes that just got their CDL yesterday.
Yep.
For free, by the way.
Who like carnies?
Online.
Suppressing fire!
People who fucking turn around in the middle of a freeway and kill 3 people.
Sorry.
Remember that one?
That's where they say
That was
sorry,
fucking
I'm a
wild,
Gemini.
dude.
That was here, wasn't it? In Florida.
I think it was, yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if it was in Florida.
On a fucking freeway.
Did a fucking U-turn, dude, right in front of fucking 3 cars that were coming down the fucking interstate.
What, he freaking let his alligator out for fucking...
Dumbass.
Nah, dude, it was just.
Oh
some
yeah, that's
fucking,
real fun. Anytime I have to go down there
just
and
got
I'm
a
dealing
CDL
with
for
that,
free, mind
I
you,
just
and
go with
he's
a
just turning around on the middle of a freeway.
F55. Use that to clear out them dogs.
Yeah, like he crossed over and was crossing the median between north and southbound.
Nothing good in there.
Fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah, I mean, we've all seen the videos of people just like, I missed my exit, so I'm just slamming the brakes in the middle of the freaking highway.
Oh,
and then,
dude.
Like, slowly get over, and it's like, that same mentality can be driving a city.
Like,
Yeah.
he had no reason.
Terrible.
There was no. He didn't have any good reason to say why he was turning around. He just said, "Yo, I was just turning around."
Well, dude, in India, they use horns, you know, so like, who knows?
There was
Yeah. F55 is that big rotary LMG.
Is semi into cruise control mode and then climb back to the sleep and go to sleep.
Oh,
I remember that. I remember that one.
So I cannot tell you the amount of times I have ripped into people whenever I was working at the sheriff's department, and I've seen them do that. They'll go and slam on the brakes because they would almost miss their turn or whatever, and about fuck everybody in traffic. I'm like, I don't like writing tickets. I normally don't write tickets, but I'm fucking slamming you to the wall.
You need to learn a lesson on this one. You don't do this, right? People are
Don't
ridiculous.
come into my country turning around like that, bitch. Fucking
Dude.
just slam around.
Well, I had a really good friend of mine, whenever I was a teenager, she got killed from somebody doing that shit.
No.
So fuck them.
Exactly. Fuck that bitch right there.
Yeah. Oh, let's get ready to pop.
Covering!
Not much on Crusader.
I do like the ATV.
It's pretty nice. They're expensive, but pretty nice.
What was that spent one time to rearm mine? Was like $43 million. Something stupid.
Bombs? I got bombs.
Bombs, ropes, they're yours, my friend.
They're still trying to sell the Nautilus, dude. Like, give up. It's gonna be a fucking shit. It's gonna be a shit ship, I think.
Gonna be a shit show.
I think
Why?
said he was honestly, the Nautilus, if I had the money, I'd pledge it for the sake of it's a $700 Polaris.
The mine layer, I don't think is gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be that great of an idea, but who knows?
No, I agree with that. But for the time being, it is a cheap Polaris.
That is true.
You know what I think with it? Instead of mines, just scrap the whole fucking mine idea and just have it deploy turrets.
That's what the mines are. You got relay mines for scanning. You got gun mines, and then you've got actual anti-ship mines.
I think honestly, it's probably like it's pretty much like feels like it's gonna be just reskinned drones.
Probably.
Because also, if we're talking about turret mines and scanning mines, are these things that we're not planning on retrieving? Because those feel like they're retrievable.
They are.
So they're not really mines. They are drones.
You would think
Or
the gun
probes.
ones would also be retrievable.
Yeah, so they sound like more like they're probes or drones than they are mines themselves, besides the explosive ones.
Yeah, it'd be mine deployment, sweeping, and disarming capabilities.
I just think of those little black drones that they had running around in Star Wars in the desert.
Yeah, the probe.
That's what I picture.
I would love to have a mouse drone follow me around, making little beep beep boop boop
Right?
sounds.
So the scenario that I thought of when I thought of the what's the ship called again?
The Nautilus?
Yeah. So the scenario I thought of, and I don't really know how big the ship is, but as mines go, and the only practicality that I really had thinking about that was like when you have these two Idrises that are circling each other, trying to get behind each other, and say, I'm almost behind you or whatever, and then, you know, I have a dude in that thing come lay down like mines in my path.
Mm-hmm.
And so that you can't get around on me because now you're going to go, you know, hit all these fucking mines, so you have to advert, and it's going to give me the advantage to get behind you. And
Yeah.
that's really the only thought process I had for that. But realistically, like, that would be
securing
much
a-
better served in something that's like smaller, like an Asgard or something. You know, to where you'd be able to like, lay 2 or 3 of them down or something like that.
Yeah, no, the only one I can see.
Exactly.
Yeah, the only I can see is securing access with it, exit hangars, because
Yeah.
you go there, you deploy them, then nothing is gonna get close to that door.
Yeah, you're gonna get
Because they
3
want
types of
AVA.
mines.
But that's also
homing-
where it's like, if we wanted to do that right now, especially with having retaliators with 112 size 3s, just fly
Yeah.
by, throw a couple of bombs
Just a little
out,
bit.
have somebody hit with a sniper rifle, and just make sure that they're all within range, that you set one, they all go. And you could have somebody just sit there with a sniper rifle outside the exec, and as soon as the ship
Just
comes
a
in,
little,
pop, boom, boom,
little
boom, boom, boom.
Hyperion.
Like, we can make our own minefield.
I'm just doing
We
the
used to do it with,
precursor mission.
Colossus bombs, and basically one guy was just on a suicide mission, and he would just sit there, and if our fighters outside were like, hey, they're coming in, blah blah blah, then like homeboy would wait till they got in the freaking interlock, and then you know we'd be in the hangar getting all the comps and stuff like that or whatever, and we just had a Colossus bomb.
Here comes trouble.
Oh yeah, it was a fucking big old bomb going off. We
Which
would do
well,
that.
Laying cover.
Now the activation thing isn't really like how it even works either. So it's either it gets dropped from the bomb bay and it can take physical damage, or you have to shoot it.
Well, we would drop them in the hangar.
Cover it.
Yeah.
So, like we would hover above the large hangar, like a couple feet off the ground, and drop 4 of the bombs.
Go your
And then
cover.
they would be
Is it,
activated.
wait. Does that make it so you can slam them into shit?
I don't know if they have
Go friendly down.
correlation with that.
Because
Probably.
because I know right now
We
they
would shoot them.
don't.
Oh, come on, game.
Because you don't need to activate it to shoot it.
No, but it has. It's ready to go if you activate.
Yeah,
it. Like, you don't have to shoot
Laying
it.
cover.
that's fair.
That was,
But
then
that's
again,
where
that
it's like,
was a couple
with the whole
patches.
bomb, would it have been more effective for me to drop them out of an A2 onto the whole sea? But that would have taken fucking forever because it would take 64.
Okay.
But if you're in
Whoa.
space, you can't drop
Game, come on.
No, I know, but we'd have to I'd have to drop them and then move
You know what?
them. It would have been way more of a pain in the ass.
I
But
would
did.
do it.
I think it worked.
What the fuck?
By the way,
They were really helpful for clearing pads. If you drop a Colossus bomb outside of the armistice, you don't take any damage without the person in the armistice, but it'll fucking shoot every one of them ships right off that pad, and you don't get a crack stab.
You have
Alright,
to
try
fucking
reloading
know
this again.
drones in order to disarm the fucking mines that are around you.
Okay.
Yeah.
It says Nemo drones safely return deactivated mines for quick reintegration.
So yeah, they do need drones for the bombs.
Yeah.
Even if they're the drone or for the mines, even if the drones aren't actually how they're working. But the ship has them.
You won't see that ship until fucking till after start or whatever the fuck.
I'm about to get blasted.
The full game comes out like after a year.
1.0.
Yeah, you won't see that. For a while.
I think most of the drones are not going to be for a while. I feel like they could potentially be using command modules as like a groundwork for them, but as far as like assigning them to a ship that they can leave and come back to, but I don't know.
As far as I know, it's tied to base building for a lot of stuff. Like as far as like
Now what you gotta do is
whatever
bring it to
base
me.
drones or whatever we're gonna get. But I know that so like hopefully once we get drones, like the Carrack will get its drones, and then the Reclaimer will get its drones. Like at some point in time after that, once they get that all hashed out for base building. But I think drones themselves right now are kind of locked behind base building.
Well, but they're also like right in front of it because the Pioneer needs it.
Yeah, but I think we're gonna get base building before we get the Pioneer.
No, I think we're gonna get a test.
Usually can do
level
that,
version
that
of it,
door
like we are with
open, but
crafting, because crafting's
not
not gonna be
today.
pretty much anything like it is now.
Wait.
We're gonna have like that's what, as far as I'm aware, the Ironclad's like 3 extra component bays in the cargo area for the assault is technically they're different kinds of fabricators.
Oh yeah, I mean you're gonna have size like think of like size 1, size 2, all the way up to size whatever fabricators. Wait, what's that? Which one is that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I mean, because it's also some of them are going to
desert.
component. Some of them will just be like base materials.
Ooh, hell yeah! Give me another S71. I love that rifle.
Oh, there you go.
Favorite rifle in the game.
I think we're gonna see the Star Lancer build and the base building module for the Galaxy, and then like the little module you can pull out of the back of like, I think it was a cutter or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's gonna be our.
The Clipper has for the base building one, not the regular.
Yeah,
cutter.
there's a Star Lancer BLD.
Yeah, there's a cutter.
It's supposed to come out. No. There's like a module, like so how we have like the crafting module. There's supposed to be. Like,
Yeah, I think we're just gonna go ahead and run these all the way up to Hyperion. That's probably what I'm gonna end up doing
and like a generator
for the next few hours.
You know, maybe a mining apparatus of sorts. That you're supposed to be able to have one of those that you can go, go buy it at a refinery or something. Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 years ago at CitizenCon.
A little car that you can push out of your little ship, so easily without having to have that big ship.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen any of that stuff, go. There's a couple of, I think Ali is a guy that like separated it into specifically reacting to like the base building, and then reacting to like the ship or the space station building. And it's all from that start of that CitizenCon from like 2 or 3 years ago.
Like base building is not gonna be like Minecraft or anything like that. Like you're gonna have prefab buildings that you have to construct.
That's not entirely as true. I think that we're going to get a little bit of both. We're going to get a little bit of a prefab situation, but then you will also be able to like customize it more than that. So I think it's going to be like, yeah, you can prefab the building, but then you can also go and like remove all the walls and then.
I think initially it's just going to be like the Rayari stations is what we're going to be able to do.
So, touching on that, the way that the base building is going to work, you have, we call that building from small, medium, large, extra large, blah, blah, blah. But depending on how close you put them together and what side you put them together, you'll have the corridors and all that shit. Think of the building situation you have on Starfield. Kind of like that.
One of the best building systems right now, besides what was it, from Valheim, is actually Dune Awakening. Like
Mhm.
the base building, that is actually really fun.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good.
Like I actually really like building bases and shit on there. Since I started on a private server and you shut the server down, and I didn't feel like restarting all my shit over.
For me, one of the base build games I like that has base building in it actually was Once Human. That was actually pretty fun.
Takeoff complete.
I like some of the different.
A little into that, but not super.
Same.
No, I had all sorts of deviant farms and shit going.
I've been getting really big into space
Landing gears raised.
There's stuff that I don't like about it, but
Space
Hello.
engine nerds.
yeah.
Is that Mr. Knight?
Oh,
Absolutely.
That is
Hello.
a singer, Nate.
What I did love about
Once Human. Yeah, it's all right. It's a good game. You play through it once,
actually
you've
pretty
played it all. There's
good looking
really
about
no
some
need to
concept.
play it after you played it that one
as
time.
far as like sitting behind it in third person, I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, you know, because I can't wait for that shit. And then my buddy spawned into this. So I was like, oh.
Dark Tide has a new expansion coming out.
Oh yeah, what's that one about?
And they have a new character too.
Skitari, no, Skitari.
Yeah.
Guitar Rangers? Yes, sir.
Yes.
Nice.
Also, the Mechanicus 2 got released yesterday, and nobody's talking about it. Come on.
It's shit.
Oh,
But
did I
the
just
Mechanicus is amazing.
No, because the game, the execution was terrible.
That's true.
is that a free game that I just got like yesterday on Steam?
Mechanicus 2?
I think. Maybe.
It's the new
Rogue Trader has-
XCOM version of like Necrons versus Adeptus Mechanicus. Jesus.
Oh, there is. Maybe it was. Maybe it
Rogue
was.
Trader
a
has new content coming out too.
What does?
Rogue Trader.
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
Also, Helldivers got the Warhammer 40k pack.
Hell yeah,
so
dude.
Yeah, we do.
Games Workshop made bank yesterday.
That we do.
I wish
Heavily.
they would have come out with a good fucking Warhammer 40k MMO, dude. That's all I want in life.
MMO?
I want a good fucking roguelike from them guys. That'd be cool.
Did you ever play the original Mechanicus?
I've seen videos on it. Like I saw a lot of videos on it actually. I didn't want to buy it, but
If you like XCOM, I highly recommend Mechanicus if you are into the lore.
that's what I liked about Chaos, Chaos Gate.
Yeah.
Did you play 40k Inquisitor?
Yes.
Yes. It's like a Diablo feel though, wasn't it?
I think
I mean, it was
half my
basically-
Steam library is Warhammer 40k.
I'm really
You know, they
excited
got-
about Total War.
Oh, it's Super
Oh.
Slice. That's what it is.
Sorry, but continue.
Total-
But
Total War 3 is like $8 right now.
I don't know. Warhammer 40k to the war.
Yeah. My bad.
Landing.
I 3D printed a lot of the models for people, but I've never personally got into it. I've always wanted to, but I know it's gonna suck my.
It's their
fucking
main
life away,
trade
so I haven't
hub.
done it yet.
People typically use.
sir.
Got
Yes,
some
Yep.
gems in the
Nothing
station that weren't
as
selling, so
annoying
moved to
as the great
Seraphim.
pile of shame. We all
So
know the
yeah,
great pile of
people
shame, guys.
mainly use
all know.
UEX
Mhm.
to sell any of the gems or anything they want.
It's more about the buying than the actual playing / painting.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, like
I
any
don't
other
need to
game.
know. I don't need to know that I have another gun hobby. You know what I mean?
No, we got
Yeah,
Star
some
Citizen,
people
and we got
just some
guns.
people just like the I know a lot of people that like the painting aspect.
Oh,
It's
yeah, for
very
sure.
zen.
I mean, I
That's
have
the only
glue.
reason I do it.
What's the difference between that paint?
Apparently, the Dark Heresy beta test started too.
Oh,
Oh damn, sick.
most of the time,
Yeah, I did the same thing. With Satisfactory
Loreville.
When I was just like, I
So,
decided that I wanted to play
I
it.
would
It's like,
stage
I'm gonna get sucked in this game for a
most of the
while.
stuff I'm gonna sell over in
set
Loreville.
some time aside. You know.
How far did you get?
Uh, I'm not done yet.
Oh, you're playing. Oh, okay.
I fucking go to like I like coffee cups, right? So like right now I'm using my Regolith. Fucking, I'm mining.
I didn't
right now,
pull
so I have my Regolith Co. mining
the
cup,
blade
and then I have like the factory,
out of that
Satisfactory, like the cup
after I
game.
finished the mission.
I think I got one of those from them. But but no, I it's one of those games where like that game just works, and it's so well optimized. It's ridiculous.
Are you? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Are
no.
you familiar
I
with,
think I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Satisfactory
I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was my.
I think that's what we're gonna do.
Satisfactory tools, and then
We're gonna close it up. I think.
Satisfactory
website?
Modeler, my bad.
Yeah,
So yeah.
Yeah, and then the website is Satisfactory Tools.
Yeah, it's probably a.
I can't believe I did that.
To where you can go. The only time I've
I'll
ever
just get
used
up and do it again
not to do
later
anything is, like,
whenever I wake up.
You know, if you die or something like that, you're
Well, everybody's came out here and kicked it with us and all that throughout the night. We did like what, three worms. We got a ton of what do you call them? Let me mute these jokers. We ended up getting a ton of pearls, teeth, and all the other little goods and gubbins from the worm facilities. Then after that, it just devolved into random bullshittery and running freight. I think we're gonna do a few more worms tonight, or we might end up doing TSG. I'm not quite sure what the plan is there. So, I should be back on here in about 6 hours or so. So, until then, I'll catch everybody else later. Y'all have a good one.